Sheesh.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
that bitch, don't call my phone.
Purchase your track today. Purchase your track today.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you're having a lovely day. Unfortunately, Mr. Stefan Fisher of All Off-Road 4x4 Adventures is not having a lovely day because a company called DCS appears to be filing a suit against him for defamation. Unfortunately, Stefan is not having a lovely day. But at the end of this video, I hope that he is having a lovely day. Not only a lovely day, but an amazing day. And I hope that the lawyers over at DCS, as well as management and ownership, no longer have a lovely day as a result of me pointing out that not only did Stefan not do anything wrong, but that DCS might actually be in violation of Australian consumer protection law. Let's dig into this and see what went on. So Mr. Stefan Fisher has this channel, All Off-Road 4x4 Adventures. He reviews equipment that you use for going off-road. He doesn't have a bunch of sponsorships like certain people that I may talk about on YouTube from time to time. And as you can see, he just kind of does videos where he's just, going through the woods and stuff like this and just having fun. He does what YouTube was supposed to be for. He shares his joy with all of you. I share my joy when it comes to repair. I show my rants when it comes to companies that screw you over. Everybody on here is doing what they do. They're doing them. You do you, I do me. We create YouTube. Broadcast yourself. That's what it's supposed to be. In the modern day, it's mostly a lot of this affiliate marketing, sponsored kind of garbage content, or content where somebody winds up being the PR and marketing firm of $1 trillion company. But what he did is he decided to do an honest review. He did a review of a DCS battery. Now, who is DCS? DCS produces lithium batteries that are designed to endure severe climates. Depending on the weather, our batteries can endure rain, heat, and cold. Deep Cycle Systems produces dependable, long-lasting battery life, and we're going to see if that's the case. As you can see on their website, they're not marketing their batteries as stuff that you use in a remote control. They are advertising these products for serious usage, for usage in solar systems, for usage in hybrid vehicles and starting stuff in hybrid vehicles. They're advertising this for marine and boat use. This is a battery that they are advertising is rugged and designed for this type of use. Now, Stefan talked very well about these batteries when he first got them. In later videos, he started showing that their capacity was dropping considerably. And he also started talking about the experience of other people in his craft that were experiencing the same thing. Upwards of 30 to 50% battery loss within the first several years, which is pretty bad. When he published his tests on his review, he was using equipment like the Maker Hark, like the R-Torch DL24. I'm so sorry for butchering the pronunciation of all these things. Point being, he did a full open presentation on the equipment that he used, how he performed these tests. He had independent people verify that he did these tests correctly. He was completely open and transparent about his testing process on his channel, showing you what he did, and he verified these tests with other people who had similar experiences within his hobby. He also talked about the fact that DCS had said that there are kilometer-related issues regarding the lifespan of the battery. If you go a certain number of kilometers, it may not last. However, that's not what they say in their own warranty material. When you take a look, this warranty does not talk about kilometer-related use. It talks about whether or not the battery fails to deliver 80% of its rated capacity during the warranty period for normal installations, or 70% of the rated capacity during the warranty period when installed inside engine bays or engine compartments. Now, we're going to come back to this part soon, because if there's anything I hate on this channel that most of you watching hate, it's when a company changes the terms of the sale after the sale. He showed the results of these tests, and these tests showed severe capacity loss. He also talked about people that tried to file warranty claims and how they were given the runaround. He talked about how DCS did their own tests, and that unlike his very fairly transparent test that has been verified by many people to be a fine way to test a battery, many people had questions about DCS's testing methodology. Now, you have to understand, again, everybody has this bias as a business owner where we are biasing reputation against losing money. On my company, I tend to bias a little bit. Like if I have a 1-year warranty on an at, and those of you who have bought from me, you know this is true, and something fails like 14 months in, I'll just tell Patrick, just send them out another one and tell them to send this one back on the honor system. We usually do that because I care about reputation. I care about reputation. At the same time, if somebody drops their phone 10 times and comes into my store cursing out the front desk clerk, I am not giving you warranty for something you cracked. At the end of the day, in spite of all this, we have to acknowledge that all private businesses have an incentive structure to not honor the warranty by their customers. The reason that they do this is because if they honor the warranty, they lose money, they create a precedent that many other people may complain about the same thing, and so on and so forth. So DCS had their own system for testing the batteries that were sent to them, and surprise, surprise, that system seems to be a little bit different intent in the system that Stefan very transparently demonstrated in his own videos and had third parties verify was a good way to test the batteries. Now, if you take a look at their website over here, you'll notice something where they talk about the batteries. They'll say that the battery will be determined to be defective if it fails to deliver less than 80% of its rated capacity during the warranty period for normal installations. The battery will be determined to be defective if it fails to deliver less than 70% of its rated capacity during the warranty period when installed inside engine bays or engine compartments. Policy last updated 14th June 2021. They put the date backwards. They're Australian. They can't help it. They drive in the wrong side of the road. Their toilet water spins the wrong way down. They don't mean to be like that. They were just born that way. You can't hold it against them unless their name is Paul Daniels. But moving on and being serious with this, let's take a look at this. Is Stefan's video on this company defamation? Or is it honest and accurate consumer advocacy and protected speech? So they claim this policy was last updated June 14th, 2021, to put the date around properly. I am doing this video today on July 23rd, 2024. That's when I loaded the website. So I decided to go to archive.org and take a look at this. And unfortunately, when I go to archive.org, the last mention that I can find is of February 7th, 2023. I clicked around a little and I couldn't find anything. And when I dug a little bit more, I got this 503 service unavailable from archive.org. So I decided to do more digging. Are there any websites that actually specialize in dealing with .au websites where the toilet water goes down the wrong way, they drive in the wrong side of the road, and they put the date the wrong way? So I found the website over here that actually does archiving. This is webarchive.nla.gov.au, and I'll provide the link in the description down below. This over here says March 25th, 2022, and when we scroll down over here, you'll notice that we have something different. The battery will be determined to be defective if it fails to deliver less than 80% of its rated capacity during the warranty period. And if I search for the number 70 in my browser, you'll notice that it never shows up. So over here, you can see that this is the policy. Policy last updated June 14th, 2021, no change in date. If I take a look over here, this is October 28th, 2022. We have the same thing, 80%, never mentioned 70. If we take a look over here, we have March 9th, 2023, still is 80. And then when we click over here, you'll notice that on November 7th, 2023, and when we scroll down to the bottom of the website, you'll see that it still says policy last updated June 14th, 2021. You lying fucking scumbags. I fucking dare you to sue me for defamation. You have sued this man for defamation. You are going after him because you believe that he does not have the resources to defend himself. Guess what? I do. I am not afraid of bullies, and I never will be. You are in the wrong. You are claiming that this person has committed defamation, and you are trying to get him to take his videos off of YouTube that rightly criticize your products claim, and your company. You are claiming defamation while simultaneously misleading your customers. You may have a customer that purchased this product before November 7th, 2023, that maybe they didn't check their warranty, who has the right to a warranty where they're covered under any usage if it goes below 80% within that particular time frame. You changed the terms of the sale without informing your customers, and you lied to them. The definition of the word lie is a false statement with deliberate intent to deceive, an intentional untruth, something intended or serving to convey a false impression, or an inaccurate or untrue statement, a falsehood. So you are accusing somebody of defamation while committing the factual dictionary definition of a lie. In my opinion, these scumbags, and yes, I will call them scumbags, it's not defamation if it's true. What they have done is they have lied by the dictionary.com definition of it, and I, and at least 2 million people in my audience, would believe that when somebody lies to violate consumer rights, that makes them despicable. These scumbags changed the warranty policy on their website, meaning that if you had purchased this battery in March of 2023, you purchased that battery with a blanket warranty if your capacity drops below 80%. If you had never clicked on the warranty terms of service and you had an issue with your battery in December of 2023, you would not know that your battery was covered under an 80% warranty. You would think, wrongfully so, that that battery was only covered under a 70% warranty. This probably strikes you as strange because usually either one of two things is true. A website is completely off the radar and archive.org has no archives or snapshots of it. Or B, that website is on the radar and you will see everything from that website for the past 2 or 5 or 10 years. If you look up rossmangroup.com, you can find this website from back in 2010. You can't find some of the 2008, early 2009 stuff, but you can find 2010. rossmansupply.com, a company that was defunct in 2013, you can find everything in numerous updates. It was really interesting that this company that's been around for quite a while, that's had a website for a long period of time, for some reason, only has archive.org from February 2024 onwards. And it's also very interesting that when you take a look at this, their terms of service changed between March of 2023 and November of 2023. There are users of these batteries that have reached out to me that said that they reached out to DCS and asked when these battery terms and conditions changed. And these same individuals said that that is when they were no longer able to access those older pages on archive.org. Now, I am not going to say that I know for a fact that DCS did something to take those pages off the Wayback Machine. I just think it's kind of funny that they happen to disappear at that same time. I also think it's a damn good thing that there are other websites out there that archive things in case they're missing from archive.org. And I'm sure that the folks that work at DCS, especially their legal department, are glad that Trove exists as well. It's so much fun when for once, I get to do the South Park Cable Company CEO thing and say, yeah, I have another archiving website. Yes, finally, the customer wins. And if you had not gone to some Australian government archive website, you would have thought that that policy was in place from June 14th, 2021. You would be under the impression that even though you purchased your battery in March of 2023, that you only had a 70% battery warranty, even if you had an 80%, because their website changed the terms of the sale and pretended that they didn't change. Stefan did not commit an act of defamation against you, but you did mislead your customers on the warranty. Further, you do not support your customers when they have a warranty issue. What Stefan did is he provided a factual review of your products. It is bad enough that on this piece of garbage platform that we do not have the ability to see downvotes anymore. As a result of not being able to see downvotes, you don't know when you're watching a video at first glance whether or not this video is a video that's probably full of shit. When you see 2,000 upvotes and 300,000 downvotes, you have an idea that maybe there's something fishy here. We don't have that anymore. It's bad enough that this platform is filled with reviews from people who are doing all this affiliate marketing trash as a way to pay the bills, or sponsored content where God knows whether or not the person who's talking about the product is actually being honest. You got people with 19 million damn subscribers that are essentially acting as the PR arm for $3 trillion companies that violate consumer rights, that talk about shit like longevity not being related to durability. The companies that people that don't even know what longevity means, because literally the way to make the device more durable would be to make it longer. If it was longer, it would have been better. Longer is better, as women have been telling me from 2005 to 2024. There's something to that. There is no way that making that cable longer would have resulted in the device being less durable on devices that you refused to cover under warranty after accepting and changing your design once you figured out that it was faulty. You Apple executive lying, gaslighting pieces of shit. There are heroes on YouTube like Mr. Steve Burke at Gamers Nexus that actually care about providing factual reviews, that don't shove sponsored bullshit down your throat, that don't care more about their relationships with C-level executives at companies that lobby against consumer rights than he does about his own ability to be honest with his audience. People like Steve Burke don't do what is easy. They do what is easy to live with. And that's why I have respect for Steve Burke. But reviewers like Steve Burke at Gamers Nexus are not the norm, and they are becoming more and more rare as time goes on. Which is why we need to protect people that provide this level of coverage on anything on this platform. We already have enough shit to deal with on this platform without people going after smaller YouTubers who don't have the capacity to defend themselves. But guess who does? I do. I fucking dare you. If there's one thing that I despise in this world, it is bullies. I fucking dare you to sue me for defamation. I have gotten 4 laws passed in 3 states in 2 years using $1 million that I raised from both my audience and the co-founder of WhatsApp. I have shown up in front of state legislatures. I have spoken in front of 10 people, and I have spoken in front of 1,000 people. I have made people that make $100,000 to $300,000 a year professionally to argue against schmucks like me look stupid in front of 100 to 1,000 people. I will happily do that to you. You want to take me to court? I will record the entire thing. I will bring every fact of the case, and I will factually and logically destroy you for lying about this person's content and for trying to remove honest and accurate reviews of your products. You pick on the little guy. You pick on people that can't defend themselves. Guess what? I have the money to defend myself. I have the money, if necessary, to hire a lawyer if you file a false defamation claim on this content that accurately describes the fact that your website is misleading people on warranty. And I will include the citations in the video description below. I am not afraid of bullies. I take on bullies every single day. You people are bullies, and you are picking on this small channel because they factually, objectively, and transparently demonstrated how you did not cover your products under warranty, how you changed the terms of the sale after the sale, and how your products have capacity issues in spite of the fact that they are being utilized in the manner in which you advertise those products. You want to take me to court to defamation? Let's have fun. You want to be the bitch? Be the whole bitch. Go after somebody your own fucking size. Try suing somebody who has the money to defend themselves, because I do. I could afford my own lawyer without having to go to GoFundMe, and I would have a ball going to court and filming the entire factual dismantling of every single one of your false claims. You want to be the bitch? Be the whole bitch and go after somebody your own fucking size. On this channel, when Apple asked me to remove my content, I did not. I have gone out of my way to tell Google to go F themselves on their own platform. I don't listen to bullies. I don't respond to bullies. And I will never back down in the face of a company like this. Going after somebody who left a factual, honest, and transparent review with all the information that independent users have on how to conduct those tests themselves and come to their own conclusions, what you have done is you have bullied that YouTuber. Now a word on Mr. Stephen Fisher. I know this is going to be unpopular, but it has to be said. Sir, you have double the subscribers that I had when Apple and their attorneys at Kilpatrick and Townsend called me requesting politely that I take down my video. They had reasons for me wanting me to take down my video, and there were legal reasons behind them asking me to take down my video. I never took down my video. This video shows you how to fix an A1466 MacBook Air if the resistor, which acts as a fuse between the motherboard and the trackpad, which is also the keyboard controller, happens to die, so that you could fix your device yourself without having to go 1 to 2 weeks without it and sending it to Apple for a $750 repair. This video was educational. I was morally in the right, I was ethically in the right. And because I knew I was morally and ethically in the right, it didn't matter that my channel had less than half the subscribers that yours did, nor did it matter that I was going up against a company that at the time had something like a $500 billion to $1 trillion market cap. I knew that if I gave into the bully once, that I'd be giving into the bully every single time. Further, you have to understand that there are people out there that are going to stick up for you. They're going to stand up for you, but they can't stand up for you if you take down your videos. Sir, you took down your videos. I had to contact you personally to find these videos because they were privated. And anybody that watches your content that is new to your content is not going to be able to see that your videos did nothing wrong. If you take your videos down, there may even be a question in people's minds as to whether or not you believe that they are defamation when they are not. You need to put your videos back up, sir, because you did nothing wrong. In the words of the great Art Carney.
That's right. He's going to twist you and him in a bookend. You got nothing to worry about, Ralph. You're in the right. Nobody can push you around.
I was in the right when I made that video, which is why I never privated it. And you are in the right right here. And as long as you are in the right, you can never let somebody push you around. Because there are people on YouTube that will defend you. But in order to defend you, in order to create factual, legal, and electronics engineering-based defenses to everything that you said so that you could win in court even if you didn't have a lawyer, you need to let these people view your content. They need to be able to organically find it. There are heroes on YouTube, like Mr. Steve Burke at Gamers Nexus, that'll be more than happy to go over something like this. There are people like Mr. Dave Jones at EEV Blog, who lives in Australia, who is a professional electronics engineer, who I am confident would be more than happy to go over every single detail of your case and go over why DCS is wrong, why what you did is factually and objectively correct according to best practices in electronics engineering, and why DCS doesn't have a foot to stand on. There are many people that will be happy to support you, but when you take your content down, A, they can't watch it to figure out if you're right, so there's always going to be that little bit of doubt in their mind as to whether or not DCS is a point. B, they're not going to be able to even see it even if they didn't have doubts about you, to actually respond to it. And C, above all, it sends a message that you, not just you, but every other product reviewer on YouTube that provides factual, honest, objective reviews can be bullied. Do not allow yourself to be bullied. Trust in the community. Trust that there are a community of people that will stand behind you if you are morally and ethically in the right. There are many reasons that I have lost hair in the past 10 years that I have been on YouTube, to the point where even Lacey at Diesel Barbershop can barely make this look like anything but the rug that it is. There are many reasons that I've lost the amount of hair that I have. And one of them is the fact that I was afraid that a company with an approximate $1 trillion market cap was going to destroy my business. I kept the video up anyway. I trusted in the community. I trusted that people would rally around me if I did the right thing, and that's what happened. At that point in time, I had approximately 50 to 150 videos up demonstrating how to do repairs that everybody back then was keeping private. Nowadays, after 2017, 18, 19, 20, you got hundreds of Facebook groups with people publicly talking about board repair, dozens of channels going over all this stuff. Back in 2012, 2013, you didn't have this stuff. Anybody that knew how to do this stuff kept it close to the vest because they believed that they would lose business if they were able to help somebody else. I helped other people and I did the right thing, even before my channel was monetized, before anybody knew who I was. As a result of it, when somebody larger came after me, they rallied around me, the community helped me, and they won. But in order to do that, you have to keep your content up. You are in the right, and because you're in the right, you should let nobody push you around. Let other people help you. Put your videos back up, sir. Make them public so everybody can see that you never defamed DCS, but rather you provided an accurate representation of their failings. I'm sure there are many people with much more money, much more exposure, much larger audiences, and much better legal teams than I have that would be more than happy to stand up for you. I have always said on this channel for the past 12 years, don't trust me. But I will ask you to trust in the community, and I will ask you to trust in the idea that if you are in the right, if you tell the truth, whatever happens is going to be the best possible thing. But in order for you to tell the truth, you need to have a voice, which means that your videos must go back to being public. In conclusion, Stephen Fisher is a consumer advocate. I am a consumer advocate. By going after Stephen Fisher, you are also going after me. Not just me, but everybody on this website that provides honest, truthful, objective, transparent, unsponsored reviews that are honest to their viewers. I am crazy. I have always been crazy. I am not afraid of the people that I should be afraid of. I'm not afraid of New York City's tax department when they try to take me for everything I own. I'm not afraid of the person that tried to stab me 10 years ago while I was walking home from Marcy Avenue, a person who left that situation considerably worse off than I did. And I'm not afraid of you. I don't like bullies. Google my resume and look up what I've been doing for the past 12 years. And if you want to, there's a Texas saying that I feel like I've finally assimilated to. Fuck around and find out.
That
I don't
is
care. I just
true.
feel like I don't comment on other people's relationships. Like I'm not gonna.
We'll give you a pass for the show. You've got a
Okay,
pass.
thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Okay, how about this? Would you rather see a woman going
Stand.
Paris.
I'm from that dust on that floor. I was a nigga you could've trusted, nigga. Here would've got bust by my nigga. Felt that cup, fuck nigga told. In my hood, it ain't no luck, young niggas keep moving rough. Niggas really don't give a fuck, swear it's a cold change. You ain't really stepping your own, nigga hit you close range. They ain't giving no welcomes, you ain't did this to the dope game. They just keep discovering all them bodies tied to no names. Parents hooked on cocaine. Them niggas beating down them bloods, he turned the flame on. Death of my cousin made me lose and I can't aim wrong. Trying to find somebody else to blame, let's get this pain gone. Said it's still a couple fuck niggas I gotta rain on. Young nigga, hang on. Too many lies in your ear, they don't despise, they just feed. Cause your bank loan, wrap them pies in the bowl before it's ready. Bitches sold, niggas switching on them codes. Getting too hot, don't get your name on. Please don't get burnt by that red. Cause a fool will put them stones in your head, yeah. Streets on lock, nigga, we cut them up and drop off. One false move and take a top off. Reach into the harvest, dig deep cause you the hardest, ayy. Please enjoy the rain, don't let the change look obvious. Tired of all the politics and mention anger. Hey, money will turn a nigga to a stranger. They got it out for me, so indecisive with my pal, just keep this trap bubbling. This for them late nights, dealing with them great rice with fake rice. Race pikes, hate why, really why you play nice, your heart fade. Still smiling on my dark days, causing too much damage, screaming manager, you had to part ways. Don't need love, young niggas stay focused in them blessings, they gon' creep up. Different ties to monetize, but they gon' see us. Cut your sunrise, deliver broad shit on the rap burner. Some niggas ain't meant to see how them racks turn up. Show no sympathy, he need a back warmer. You gon' remember what that cat stumble. Play with that cheese and get this trap under. 7 me a clown, diving in this water, fuck nigga, ready to drown. You subscribe to be a menace, you gon' exit the clouds. Only raining for the moment, don't be the next to be the cow. Giving no fuck nigga flowers, I say please don't get burned by that red. Cause a fool will put them stones in your head, yeah. Streets on lock, nigga, we cut them up and drop off. One false move, take a top off. Reach into the harvest, dig deep cause you the hardest, ayy. Please enjoy the rain, don't let the change look obvious, ayy. Tired of all the politics and mention anger. Hey, money will turn a nigga to a stranger. Hey, addicted to the hustling, I ain't really seeing no stop signs. Watch them out front of these hoes, they playing cold, they like to drop down. But you ain't been in them toes, nigga, we send them through them hotlines. Fuck, they talking under the scope, nigga exposing, I'ma draw down. I'm fit to be one of the coldest, nigga, you can't control us. Took me on the trailblaze game, focus out and found the clover. Blossom one day, you see the sauce stage, you sell the lotus. Forever paid, roll it, bitch, I'm a boss and you can't even cope it. Reaching up for the stars with all my flaws, God holding my hand. Ross told me to buy the dip, don't put yourself in a trance. I ain't holding on to my little drip, I done developed my stance. Too many niggas behind the wall, spend too much money on stamps. Just see the ego, look through the peephole. Niggas be fairy tale, thugging nothing but some creep hoes. You couldn't hold your own water, you need a Lord, we know. Making deals to duck this time, you was a hood hero. Fuck you, please don't get burnt by that red. Cause a fool will put them stones in your head, yeah. Streets on lawn, nigga, we cut them up and drop off. One false move, take a top off. Reach into the harvest, dig deep cause you the hardest, Please enjoy the rain, don't let no change look obvious. Hey, tired of all the politics and mention anger. Hey, money will turn a nigga to a stranger. Looking at you crazy, ain't no hope for the kids. Already done seen a lot of bread, know how to cope with them bricks. Cause I'm too dope for the crib. Steady throwing rocks at the gang, I'm trying to get over this bridge. Nigga,
You said change it?
Why you turned your mic on?
luck in the bear like you got clovers to pick. Said you gon' kill me, you ain't blitz. Once I hold the keys, expect a nigga to submit with no resistance, no hold to breathe. Church to a crook, how much you took when you ain't had shit to eat. Could've laid down like the rest of these fuck niggas, but ain't no harm me. A picture code illusions, got you in the ruins like you ain't got no dignity. A shame you let a clown influence. Undied shooting up here in the casket like what the fuck. I'm from that dust on that floor. I was a nigga you could've trusted, nigga. Here would've got bust by my nigga. Felt that cup, fuck nigga told. In my hood, it ain't no luck, young niggas keep moving rough. Niggas really don't give a fuck, swear it's the code change. You ain't really stepping your own, nigga hit you close range. They ain't giving no welcomes, you ain't did this to the dope game. They just keep discovering all them bodies tied to no names. Parents hooked on cocaine. Them niggas beating down them bloods, they turn the flame on. Death of my cousin made me lose and I can't aim wrong. Trying to find somebody else to blame, let's get this pain gone. Said it's still a couple fuck niggas I gotta rain on. Young nigga, hang on. Too many lies in your ear, they don't despise, they just feed cause you bank loan, wrap them pies in the bowl before it's ready, bitches sold, niggas switching on them codes, getting too hot, don't get your name on. Please don't get burnt by that red, cause the fool will put them stones in your head, yeah. Streets on lock, nigga, we cut them up and drop off. One false move and take a top off. Reach into the harvest, dig deep cause you the hardest, ayy. Please enjoy the rain, don't let the change look obvious. Tired of all the politics and mention anger. Hey, money will turn a nigga to a stranger. They got it out for me, so indecisive with my pal, just keep this trap bubbling. This for them late nights, dealing with them great rice with fake rice, race pikes, hate why, really why you play nice, your heart fade. Still smiling on my dark days, causing too much damage, screaming the manager, we had to part ways. Don't need love, young niggas stay focused in them blessings, they gon' creep up. Different ties to monetize, but they gon' see us. Cut your sunrise, deliver broad shit on the rap burner. Some niggas ain't meant to see how them racks turn up. Show no sympathy, he need a back warmer. You gon' remember what that cat stumble. Play with that cheese and get this trap under. 7 me a clown, diving in this water, fuck nigga, ready to drown. You subscribe to be a menace, you gon' exit the clouds. Only raining for the moment, don't be the next to be the cow. Giving no fuck nigga flowers, I say please don't get burned by that red. Cause the fool will put them stones in your head, yeah. Streets on lock, nigga, we cut them up and drop off. One false move, take a top off. Reach into the harvest, dig deep cause you the hardest, ayy. Please enjoy the rain, don't let the change look obvious, ayy. Tired of all the politics and mention anger. Hey, money will turn a nigga to a stranger. Hey, addicted to the hustling, I ain't really seeing no stop signs. Watch your mouth front of these hoes, they playing cold, they like to drop down. But you ain't been on them toes, nigga, we send them through them hotlines. Fuck, they talking under the scope, nigga exposing, I'ma draw down. I'm fit to be one of the coldest, nigga, you can't control us. Took me on the trailblaze game, focus out and found the clover. Blossom one day, you see the sauce stage, you sell the lotus. Forever paid roller, bitch, I'm a boss and you can't even cope it. Reaching up for the stars with all my flaws, God holding my hand. Ross told me about a dip, don't put yourself in a trance. I ain't holding on to my little drip, I done developed my stance. Too many niggas behind the wall, spend too much money on stamps. Just see the ego, look through the peephole. Niggas be fairy tale, thugging nothing but some creep hoes. You couldn't hold your own water, you need a Lord, we know. Making deals to duck the time, you was a hood hero. Fuck you, please don't get burnt by that red. Cause the fool will put them stones in your head, yeah. Streets on lawn, nigga, we cut them up and drop off. One false move, take a top off. Reach into the harvest, dig deep cause you the hardest, Please enjoy the rain, don't let no change look obvious. Hey, tired of all the politics and mention anger. Hey, money will turn a nigga to a stranger.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Black Wall Street Bets Taco Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. Today we are here with Professor Asnati. What is going on, brethren?
We in the building. Something is incorrect, I think. But I don't know, we might be good. I'm trying to figure out where our audio coming from because it sounds strange in my ears. It might be normal. Yo. Yeah, it's something incorrect about this setup. No, you good right now, but yeah, I think this would be bi-directional, but it's bi-shit directional right now. I think I gotta probably scoot up. Yeah, then you supposed to be able to speak from both sides. Let me see if I just do it in my normal setting like this. Nope, I ain't picking up more either. Shit sound ugly.
For real?
It sound normal to you? Might be my headset then, but yeah, it's
yeah, it sounds normal.
Let me see something. When you plug it in, they usually give you, what's the name of those settings? Gigabyte. Do you type in gigabyte? Boy on. I got you.
They signed.
Hmm?
They signed me out.
Yeah, they got the app on here called Gigabyte, but I don't see it. These are like just the searches, right? Yeah, like it's something that you use. Like whenever if I plug my headphones in right now, they'll pop up and ask me a bunch of questions. This joint right here, this, bruh. Alright, plug them out and see if we can still use them. Yeah, see, we can't use them. Alright. So that's what it. Nah, you good. You
So
good.
you want to fix them and then go back?
You can leave it for right now, but yeah, for some reason I feel like it's playing like a stereo or
Echoey?
Yeah. I don't remember it usually sounding like this. So. Strange occurrences.
Sorry for moving.
Nah, you good. That's strange occurrences to me. We're gonna figure it out.
And we're live.
Okay, let me take this bread down. And then go to
What's up, world? It's Stick.
Refused to put AC in the Olympic Village, but Team USA has other ideas. Years ago, Paris officials raised eyebrows when they announced that the rooms in the Olympic Village would not have any air conditioning and instead feature an alternative cooling system that was much more friendly on the environment. But turns out not offering air conditioning to elite athletes who prize their sleep has backfired spectacularly. On Friday, Team USA said that it would be bringing its own AC units to install in rooms, and it's not the only country to freeze Paris's green Olympic dreams. Australia, Great Britain, Canada, Greece, and maybe even China are going to supply air conditioning to their athletes. Paris refused to put AC in the Olympic Village, but Team USA has other.
just starting off real small. Just real small local story. Local story, funny nigga. Nah, G shit though. What's your thoughts on this, Empress?
Those bodies need to be cooled down, bro. You just told me that leads to like high blood pressure and all that other stuff, right? So yeah, I think that's pivotal because the warmer you are, the harder it is to sleep. First and foremost, it stresses the body out
If your body heats up over a certain temperature, you wake up.
and sweats.
Even if you don't, because the one dude told me he had the climate cool covers, but he said he was still waking up because, like I said, once your body, because that's how the Most High wake us up. There's no other way to wake us up. We ain't no alarm clocks, right? It was the sun rose, your body temperature heated up, and you're like, yo,
Time to go.
can't be sleeping, right? So yeah. And the funny thing about this is, like, y'all already know we spoke about this on other casts as far as the Paris Climate Agreement. So you know how Paris feel about this whole going green shit. They take it real serious. But nobody took it serious. And that's the main angle I'm asking you from, Empress. As far as, like, the Aussies, everybody coming with their own system. They're like, nah, we already got a system. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very wasteful. Because who's going to take all those back? Are they just gonna donate them to the next bro?
The AC Johns? Oh, you know them. You know athletes and rich people.
Wasteful.
They.
You said.
Let me see the address. Nah, I think they think it's.
Love checkout.
I just tell you, I think it's easier for them to leave it because then they'll think about all the stuff they got to carry back and da da da. That's funny, but yeah, I'm just thinking about the whole setting. Somebody saying, "Yo, don't do this because we want to do this." and you like, yo, we gonna bring these in case.
Yeah, it's about to be interesting to see how that system handles the grid.
Because we was already checking out a couple of the stuff as far as the beds, just how people eat. And I told you, they got a whole thing where they'll let you know throughout the day what section of the food is available. Sometimes it might be Australian for just different cuisines I necessarily want to say. So they got a bunch of shit going on, but this one right here is the weirdest one because, like I said, Paris got the whole Paris Climate Agreement. So I'm just wondering, is a lot of this counterproductive towards a lot of the money that's spent doing nonsense?
Right.
Like, should we have not did the nonsense and be like, yo, we're not providing AC, we're not even gonna have our own, like, I don't get it, because if we're trying a system and we saying, yo, we have something, because they're saying that they have something, it's not like they're like, yo, no air. They're like, yo, we got this da-da-da, we want to try to see by. And people still like, nah, it ain't gonna work.
This ain't strong enough. Ain't no stronger ones. I need this thing at 67.
They might be athletes, so maybe they used it before. I don't know. You know, some people be getting to the bag. Maybe they're like, oh, I already know about the O2
Yeah,
Cool 3000.
I remember being in that predicament with those type of machines, and these were heavy duty industrial ones.
Mm-hmm. They ain't good.
Unless you're standing right in front of it, or just in the direction that
what's
it's
the name
pushing.
of that? You can see the name. That might not be the one, but that's the
Cool
name.
Mitt?
Cool what? Cool Wit?
Cool Mitt. COOLMITT.
Alright, let's do some research on Cool Mitt real quick. Cool Mitt. I was about to tell you, Andrew Huberman, I seen him, I heard him talk about them before. He was talking about working out with them and using the Cool Mitts, and how if you get tired, the whole point of it is so that you don't get tired. Right? That's what the sun actually does. It makes you tired, right? So they're using these Cool Mitts. So when your muscle, quote unquote, gets tired, they'll do this Cool Mitt process, and they're saying that you're able to basically lift the same amount to show the recovery speed of the muscle.
Just from being a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And these are just the mitts. Okay, go to the go to this one right here.
Which one?
Yeah, that one, because I think that's the time that I heard him talk about it.
A device that was going around a while back that people were using when they were lifting weights, where they were putting their hand into something that was freezing their hand, and it increased their ability to do work quite substantially. Do you know what I'm talking about?
So this was developed by Craig Heller's lab. It's called the Cool Mitt. So you have on the surface of your upper face, you have what's called glabrous skin. It's the only skin on your body that's incapable of growing hair, because there are no hair stem cells there. It's also the place where, believe it or not, it goes, normally things go arteries, veins, capillaries. But in this case, you're missing one of those components. And what it is that the top of your face, the palms of your hands, and the bottom of your feet are like radiators. Heat passes out of your body very, very readily. This is why animals like bears who are covered with hair will stand in cold water to cool off. It's very effective. It's also true that if you want to heat up, you do it through these portals.
A device that was going around a while back that people
Hotkey messed me up. Now I tried to press M again, and they weren't giving it to me this time. But yeah, so this is what I was telling y'all, that they already kind of had a concept out there with this whole thing. So when I seen that name, I thought it was the O2 Cool, because I know me and Empress got the O2 Cool. So when I was like, oh, what is that? Like, because I'm trying to figure. Like I said, I'm more intrigued of like, yo, somebody spent a certain amount of money. I'm thinking about loss of money. I'm thinking about like just waste, right? That's all I'm thinking about. I'm like, what can we use?
I think you should do number 1.
Shift 4. It's a $. Can I click shift 4 a lot? Yeah, shift 4 easy. Cause shift 4. $. How to unmute? You. I don't think we use you that much. Okay, so alright, so that's the system, the Cool Mitt system. We necessarily don't know how the whole system worked though, right? But we do. Can you go to one of those videos with the gloves? Go back. Probably one of the top videos. But the concept has already been explained to us, right? It's just we understand that all these extremities, your head top, your fingertips.
The Cool Mint definitely has helped me keep my numbers up.
Went from
your elbows.
maximum dips during a workout. A couple weeks later, using the Cool Mint approach, 600 dips.
Before dedicating 10 to 12 weeks replicating one of these studies for you, I decided to put Cool Mint to the test in 3 different environments. A 10-mile run with 2 runners, a bench press test, and bring it right into the sauna to see if it can handle the heat. I recruited my brother Matt and my cousin David, one who's crazy enough to have run 100 miles at one try. 6 miles into the run, test out the Cool Mint and see if it makes an impact on their performance and recovery. At the 6-mile mark, I met them both. Matt, my brother, got the Cool Mint for 2 minutes. David took the 2-minute rest without the Cool Mint.
Recovery station set up ready to go. And you can see the ice reservoir here with the copper tubing. Coming into the Cool Mint.
If Cool Mint works, we should see some sort of a change in the next mile at minimum for Matt compared to David. Over the next mile, Matt had improved pacing, a reduction in his heart rate, and Cool Mint clearly affected his core temperature.
Alright, yeah, so this is the concept that I was trying to explain. I always explain this concept to people, but I don't think, like I said, as humans, non-athletes, I don't think we understand this. Shout out to sports science, because it's done a lot of great stuff for the world. Right? Even military science, a lot of these sciences, besides natural science, y'all seem like y'all not figuring shit out. Just making more dumb shit, them dumb fans, a lot of dumb stuff. Shout out to the creators of the little fan system that I got, where you put a little water in there, you put a little ice in there. That's a good system. The only negative about it I kind of heard, they got a new one out. Where you can put packs in it, ice packs. They thought that'd be better. That's not better. I seen somebody test it and they're like, it's whack. You better off getting the water with the ice and da 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 da. So just this whole basic concept that they have, but how innovative it is based on just all the sciences. It brings your heart rate down. That's the number one thing that you need to do to even get your oxygen up. I heard people talking at the course one day about oxygen. I'm like, oh, these boys don't even know that we're playing outside in the full heat right now. Everything we do is doubled. Don't look at your oxygen as being low out here. Look at this as being a testing ground. So you're working in harder conditions to get stronger, so that when you are in gymnasiums or in any place that's cool, you don't even, you feel me? And people don't get it. Like I said, we look at things, but if we don't understand what we're actually prepping for, we may look at those things as, oh man, I'm not strong enough, which is why I stress that I don't really put people in competition that they're not ready for. Because they go into it, they lose, and then they say, oh, I'm not ready.
Right.
And it's like, no, I didn't put you in there because I thought you was ready. I put you in there because I knew it was harder. And everything that you're doing here that you think that you're not ready, when you get back with your group, you're going to be running circles around them. So don't worry. Like I said, some people understand that, where they don't get down on themselves. Oh, these people are older. You feel me? You can always take small wins. Yeah, they beat me, but they older than me. You feel me? I was a little tired. Yeah, they beat me, but I ain't had no energy. My oxygen was down. I got to get my stamina up. They didn't beat me because I wasn't good enough. Like, all these different things. You can take small wins, even if you completely lose something. Right? So that's what I'm saying. A lot of these concepts, I don't think people understand how scientific it is. It's like when they be out there talking about heat and this, and I'm like, oh, they really don't take it that serious. Like I said, they don't know about the shoes and how your toes should be spreaded, a splayed, like all these different things. Like, we think that, oh, bro, what? No, it's literally how we were designed. like this is not made up. So that's why sports science is able to figure this out, because what they're trying to figure out is, all right, the normal human body, how do you actually get everything from it and maximize its full potential? Like, that's the whole thing with sports science. And when you turn that into world science, it helps everybody, because it's the shoes you walk in, all these different, it's sports. Literally, we were put on this shit as hunters and gatherers. Right? So everything we do is athleticism. Right? They say, yo, people dying from diabetes, all these things, because we're not going out to the sun, we're not being athletic, we're not, all these different things we're not doing. We don't know about cooling down. Right? We don't know about, yo, you shouldn't put ice on your injuries unless you're trying to go and lift more weights. It's no benefit of icing a injury unless you're lifting more weights. What you should do is do your normal heat. You do your like they said, the non-inflammatory situation where you don't use aspirins, you're not using none of those guys. So you got to use CBD. You got to go use TENS machine, because those are only alternatives to these nonsensical pills. They can give you the pills, yeah, it's gonna take away the pain or whatever, but now it's inflamed.
It's gonna take it away. It's numbing it.
See,
You think it's
thank
gone
you, Empress.
until it wears off.
Thank you for using the better word. That's exactly what it's doing, right? So the whole time you thinking that your pain done, your pain's still sitting there in the back. Instead of your brain having these signals and sending it to you, oh yeah, you still got the pain this day too, do this. Your brain have these different signals that tell you, man.
I need another one. I need another one.
So just even in a simple situation, Empress, they're not doing nothing super extreme. They're just using the human body and saying, yo, why do bears do this? Why do this do this? Why do this people do this?
The Bible tell you, look to nature, right?
If you ever get confused. Because, man, we always doing shit. The Most High said we the only motherfuckers that don't follow. So don't get too caught up.
They need to shave their whole head bald. The bear got all his hair.
Babe, it's the whole thing of being hot. Every time I go to the court, what I wear? All black. Black sleeves, black shorts, black shirt. Bro, you got on black, you hotter than... No, everybody's hot. We all got on... You could have on pink, you can have your shirt off. If our stamina don't get up, bro, it doesn't matter. Like, the color does not...
It's like, okay, what is your consumption? Are you eating the potassium-based bananas? Are you eating the oranges to help with the whole just system in general, with the citric acid, helping you absorb all these things that are burning up in your belly that may be nutritional and have nutritional value? Are you consuming water based with fluoride? Or are you consuming water based with natural minerals known as spring water? It's all these different things that we have to perceive, and if not, you are going to be in your early 20s passing out outside, and everyone will be like, damn, what happened to bruh? Oh, he had a heat stroke. It's like, why nobody else had the heat stroke? It's like, well, he was smoking cigarettes the whole time. His body had nothing to actually go off of.
Man, I'm telling you. And there's some people that you'll see them smoke cigarettes and all these things, and you'll see them still got the energy. It's like, how is he able to do this? Because
he's not doing anything.
He's combating a lot of stuff too, right? He's outside a lot, right? He's getting a lot of the oxygen, a lot of the stuff from the trees. He's more active, right? Because he got to go outside to smoke his stink cigarettes a lot.
Right.
So in that, he's out there getting fresh air, when the normal person just inside.
Okay.
Which is why air purifiers are becoming so big. Because we saying, yo, inside is even more dangerous than outside, because we don't got the greatness of the... Bro, the motherfucker... Bro, it's a legend outside right now that's getting so tall because he's eating all the toxic waste from the sun and all that stuff that's coming off, all that radiation. And he's getting big. And he's now letting off another set of gas for us. It's a whole process.
Right.
So when we lock ourselves in the house, we may think that we're, you feel me, oh snap, I'm not outside, I'm not inhaling this, I'm not inhaling that.
Or you thinking you are in a better position than a cigarette smoker, when in reality it's like, at least he's going outside to get the fresh mineralized air, whereas you're not. So it's equivalent to smoking a cigarette.
That's the whole thing. How do we, like I said, we got to weigh everything out. So if we're not scientifically looking at it, like with sports science or any of these high science where it's money involved, we don't never get to a conclusion, because like I said, there's so much different factors that we'll take one out, and there's still other factors that we haven't even accounted for.
Yeah. It's definitely a running moniker right now about going to touch grass. Some people don't get outside enough. And that's detrimental to your health in many ways.
And like I said, I think, in my mind, I think Inky for sure was the first person in the black community, like I said, talking about screwing in.
Yes.
Right? Screwing in,
in the grass, dirt, all that.
Yes, ma'am.
Because, yeah, at the end of the day, when you come back in the house, you smell the minerals. You smell that supplementation, that natural supplementation. So, yeah, try to get outside, guys. At least for 30 minutes.
And the more melanin you got, the more time you need out there.
Yes, sir.
Because you require more to charge up your battery.
Yeah, your, what is it? Is it the cholesterol in between? It's some type of fatty that's in between your skin and the absorption area, I guess, that it needs to penetrate.
For sure, we gonna say melanin just in general. We could just use that as a vague term for everything. In my mind, bro, we could use it because, like I said, when you listen to the doctor, bro, you just really start understanding that everything is coated in melanin, right? Just like how we just looked at the Cool Mint, the bucket had a copper wire in there, right? That's what melanin is. It's this whole copper. It's this whole connection. We always talk about alkalinity and all this different thing. Bro, where is the connection? I told you, nigga, after a few hours, well, after a couple of days, they can no longer use your fingerprints and stuff because every time that you touch it, you see the haptic feedback. Something happened. There is some type of electricity through that melanin with the copper wires.
Yeah, and that's where you begin to see technology imitating, you know, the natural design, because you have the phones where you can just put it on a charger now, and it's no plug-in system. It's just a wireless.
Yes,
like,
man. The whole MagSafe shit that Apple and stuff is doing, right? Little fucking pins. Right? It's just these concepts where it's like, oh, like how are humans doing this? How are we doing this?
Yeah,
like,
because even when I was at one of the sites, touching the little thing on one end with your hand and then powering it up, like the LEDs within the pipe. Yeah, that's literally showing you. That's the epitome of the conduction. So I was wondering though, if you touch it with your feet, do you get the same conduction? You have to, right? Yeah, these are all the endings, and you are electrical, so what's stopping it?
That's what they're saying. You emitting energy through the tips. All these crowns. The Most High had plans for all the crowns.
Oh yeah.
And we don't really take it serious or
Even
nothing.
the static with the hair, right? You see how static and hair interact?
The one shit they always tell y'all that just like the plants. Black people, we the only ones that hair is like the plants. You put some plants outside and put the sun anywhere. Put the sun over there and watch the plant start growing this way. You like, where the fuck the plant going?
Right.
Put it right under the sun and watch how it grows up big. That's all it does. Our hair does the same thing, nigga. It goes up. It's the only shit that defies gravity in the world. Afro stays up in the air. Like all this crazy shit is, we're not doing nothing special.
Yeah, like your leg hairs. Like imagine if they just boop.
Just shows you that the Most High had to design. Same thing with all this stuff. Like we always explain, you don't get hair all through your face.
No.
The Most High got a design for everything, bro.
Bro, and it's like, I thought it was funny because we were watching a John about how YouTube will avail people to display, I guess, educational videos on how to take care of your private areas, right? And it's like, of course they would. Of course they're going to advocate for you to take your antennas off.
No
Sounds
problem.
about right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm telling you, they push a lot of those videos. You years back, we never had waves. But a couple years back, you remember I used to watch the people with the 360 waves? And I'm like, look at these guys, man. They got a whole big afro on their head and they
Demoralizing their antennas.
They waving it down. And it's like they putting all this cream in it, and it's like, okay. I ain't trying to be smarter than nobody, bro. Because then people start wishing, oh man, I wish he died before me. So I can tell him that his plan ain't work.
Imagine something that is used to help you vibrate at a higher level. And instead of vibrating at a higher level, you're like, look at the waves in that vibration, guys.
Look what I could do.
Oh, God.
I could wave it out.
We do some nonsensical things.
Yo.
Because who advocates, like, what's the benefit of waves? Vanity reasons.
What's the benefit of putting this right here?
Bro, I seen the lady outside with the hat. I said, yo, the hat's need made just like that.
No, but what's the benefit of putting this right here, though, in particular?
There's no benefit.
They're going to say, yeah, keep the hat together, the back and the front.
There's no benefit.
Right there, a metal piece in your fucking middle of your damn head.
There's no health benefit.
Every time I see a man right where that metal piece at, I see him with no hair.
The lady, she literally had a hole, pretty much. She had the visor type sun hat. It was like out everywhere, but right there in the middle. And her head was full of head. Shout out to Cam Newton. Shout out to a couple guys. There's a couple guys that was like, yo. Take that John off.
I'm grusky with it. Yo, I just cut my whole top of my head off. Fuck it. Right, shout out to them brothers. It was always a couple cool niggas with dreads. They used to always cut something out of something. I'm like, yo, bro got his back cut out. They got something cut out of something, but I love the fact that Cam got the top cut out. I think that's the best part to cut out. You remember some people used to have the back cut out because they used to have the ponytail out the back. They used to put it through the little, if we had the snapback, they used to put it through the snapback. All type of different stuff.
Right.
Ain't nothing fly than taking this metal piece to fuck off your top head, bro.
Especially when you out in the sun.
Goddamn metal piece. You are a copper being, bro, that's trying to get your fucking conduction. And a nigga say, yo, let me put a fake metal piece on your head top. Bro, if you get real copper right now, bro, I bet it. Man, I'll show you. I'm going to show y'all on one of my other expanded. That's yours.
Straw.
Yo, I can't get you a straw, young lad. Ski. But I got another video to run, actually, too. I got you. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. I'm about to... Do your dance, it's your chance. Matter of fact, you can hit that right button. I just thought about it.
Temperature because he had to remove his shirt because of some chafing. Post-race, both Matt and David had Cool Mitt for a 2 to 3 minute recovery period. Matt, my brother, said his soreness was less than usual and his recovery was quicker by about 24 hours. David, who's more of an avid runner and has worked higher mileage, said that his 10-mile recovery was improved by about a day and his soreness level went from about a 7 out of 10 to a 5 out of 10. Taking all of this information into account, we're going to call the running study a win for the Cool Mitt. Let's move to segment 2 and examine the bench press. Since the claim on Cool Mitt's website is so outrageous as it relates to strength training, I figured we'd give it a test. I used 155 pounds, which is about 75% of my 1RM or 70 to 75% of my body weight. Before I show you my test run, let's take a look at the results of strength training on Cool Mitt's website. They looked at an NFL tight end with a baseline bench press of 5 sets of 225 for a total of 51 reps. After 3 weeks of cooling, he increased to 60 reps, or plus 17.6%. Then he did no cooling for 3 weeks, stayed at 60 to 61 reps with negligible gains. Then he cooled again for another few weeks and increased to 67 for a total increase of 31.4%. Did it live up to our expectations? Let's check it out. I took 2 weeks off completely from my normal weight training so that I would have a higher likelihood of experiencing soreness from training whether I used Cool Mitt or not. In my prior 6 months, most of my weight training had been in the 4 to 6 rep range. I'm going to work in the 8 to 12 rep range for this study to increase the likelihood that I'll experience delayed onset muscle soreness or DOMS. I'm hoping this will give me a better idea if Cool Mitt helps in the recovery process by reducing the recovery time. Soreness and recovery will be affected by the intensity and the volume, so increasing these reps from 4 to 6 to the 8 to 12 range should do the trick. Take a look at my baseline lift. I did 155 pounds, which is about my 10 repetition maximum at the time, for 3 sets of 10, 9, and 7. I standardized my rest break at 3 minutes between each set, and I did a total of 26 reps. There was no Cool Mitt use at any stage in the process. Unsurprisingly, I was wrecked in my recovery. The week without the Cool Mitt, the soreness was as high as 5 to 6 out of 10 and lasted a total of 90 hours. I waited 7 days to ensure that I returned to baseline to do the Cool Mitt test. I made sure to control for as many variables as possible. My session took place on the same day at the same time, 6 a.m., which is pretty much the only time I have to exercise. I fired up the Cool Mitt. I did the same exact routine with the same exact warm-up. This day, I was able to do 155 pounds for 3 sets of 10, 10, and 8 for 28 total reps, a rep increase of 7.6%. Not a crazy increase, but with the Cool Mitt, surprisingly, soreness was gone, and I mean completely gone by 48 hours. And at its worst, in those 48 hours, it was a 4 out of 10 max. Could this have been a training effect from the prior week? Maybe, but definitely worth a deeper dive on Cool Mitt. We're going to call the bench press a win for now, so let's move on to segment 3. Since the Cool Mitt claims to keep the blood from getting too hot, I figured what better way to test it than to bring it right into the sauna. Saunas are known for their ability to relax muscles and aid in recovery, so let's see if Cool Mitt can make a difference in that process. I came into the sauna study essentially non-adjusted because I haven't used it for about 2 months leading up. I thought this would be a good way to test the effect of Cool Mitt because I'm essentially not heat acclimatized. Test day 1 was with the sauna and no Cool Mitt. I got my temperature in the sauna to about 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit and lasted about 10 minutes until I got to about a 7 or 8 out of 10 in the heat discomfort index, or what I'd call very uncomfortable. Now, my sauna can get a little bit hotter to 160 or 170 degrees Fahrenheit. It just takes about an hour and a half, and that's not always working out with my life. I could tell that I was definitely not heat acclimatized because I normally can go 15 to 20 minutes at 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and that did not happen today. If we take a look at my vital signs, I was at 120 beats per minute when it comes to heart rate, and my respiration rate or breaths per minute was 12 at the 10-minute mark. I took another week off to minimize the effects of heat acclimatization and jumped back in the sauna, this time using the Cool Mitt throughout the session. Cool Mitt does not seem to be having any trouble in the sauna. Going strong. You just press that little button there. You can see how much battery power is left. You give it a charge and it'll zip back up to 100. Went sauna today. Cool Mitt. 10 minutes in. Heart rate only 84 compared to almost 120 without the Cool Mitt at 10 minutes, same temperature. And I did 5 more minutes. Heart rate up to about 96. About to take the heart rate again with 5 minutes back in Cool Mitt. All right, we're at 15 minutes. It just doesn't feel like my core is at a temperature that's as elevated as it was without the Cool Mitt. Definitely sweating profusely, but there's something going on here. It's pretty interesting. As you can see, the Cool Mitt definitely made an impact on my heart rate, a little bit on my respiration rate. So there's definitely something going on. Was I a little bit more acclimatized from the prior week session? Possibly, but more importantly, there's definitely some sort of a change happening, at least in my anecdotal case study for this video. I have to say, after testing it in these different environments, I didn't think the Cool Mitt would do that much, but it definitely warrants further examination. I'm gonna take it on a test to try to
Everyone thinks.
And I'm not gonna blame you as an athlete, right? I can understand as an athlete if you truly wanna not do some new ish. But I don't know if y'all was climatizing or even thinking like, yo, what is this process? What is these Cool Mitts? What is this just even doing to me? Right? I just feel like, I don't know. I hope some people use it and smack everybody that said they wasn't using it. Man, I was just putting my hand in there and I was running a mile and I just
quick question.
kept
So
running.
are these Cool Mitts the same thing that we just seen in the USA video? Because are they saying they're going to sleep with these things on their hands?
Mm-mm. They gotta see, these are smaller systems. These are what we looking at is big time. This commercial. This like this is on like display. Like this not even commercial in the sense. This is like future. Like this is them trying to put something on display. So like the Cool Mitts that they had from 2-3 years ago, those are consumer products. But these ones right here, these what we've been working on, and we plan on releasing these in 2-3 years to the public. These not even consumer products yet. So I think these Johns gonna be so great in my mind. Just hearing the stories about just a simple Cool Mitts. The dude had a little small machine. That small machine, I don't think he had mittens. I'm not sure what he did with the small machine.
Right.
The small machine, like maybe he was doing something with cooling.
With the room?
Yeah. So maybe that's what they got, a bigger version of that. And like, so I'm just trying to figure out how do they know it's not gonna work.
So can you research the Cool Mitt, I guess, AC unit?
Let's see. Let's try. Cool Mitt. Just type in. No. Type in Paris. Let's see if we can get some backstory on it. Show notable brains. This tech will help you. Okay, he's gonna speak on the tech. We're gonna come back to him. Preparing for extreme heat. Let's open this one just in case. 1 month, what to expect. That's 3 weeks ago, so we want something more recent. Paris ready for opening ceremony after political issues and pollution concerns. Let's just open that one just for our purpose. Me and Empress being on information, but alright, matter of fact, I'm gonna type in cool mint AC Empress said. But yeah, I want you. So let me see what you
I just put my hand in and hit the button. I could feel it start to flow right away.
You might see Olympic athletes wearing these this summer. Why? Because there's pretty much no AC in Paris. Think of it like a high-tech mitten, but instead of keeping your hands warm, it cools down your whole body. When worn, it pulls heat from the body and literally makes the wearer's blood run cold. The cooled blood then circulates back to the athlete's heart and muscles and prevents hyperthermia, aka overheating. It can be put on before events as well as during breaks and timeouts or even between reps at the gym.
Regulating heat and regulating core temperature can be critical and vital to performing at a high level.
This summer's Olympics are set to be the greenest ever games, with officials hoping to cut the event's carbon footprint by half compared to past Olympics. Part of that plan involves using mostly pre-existing venues for the events rather than building new ones, calculating emissions before they even happen, and building apartments for the athletes that can be used as public housing for years to come. The athletes' village won't have air conditioning, so officials have found ways to keep athletes cool without AC, including an underground cooling system, insulation, and basic rules like leaving window shades closed whenever possible.
I just put my hand in and hit the button. I could feel it start to flow right away.
So, but you see these ones, all these ones are smaller than the one that we seen. We seen a big giant boy. We seen a big giant, bro. That like he was warming up the whole John, but maybe it's the same process where it's just big and giant because it's 1,000 mittens in them. Right? Everybody can go grab them a mitten. But man, it seemed like it'll work, Empress. They say they cold in the blood. That shit sound funny though. Like you think the most I told them to freeze a nigga blood and send it back through their body.
The Tokyo Olympic.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That sound a little bit
questionable.
So I can see why some of the athletes like, yo, I don't believe in it. But what y'all gonna do? Y'all bringing ACs? That ain't no good. That's after Christ. That's after Christ, bro. You don't want no ACs. God damn it. What was he using in Egypt? What was he using in Kush? Right, I just feel like that's what they going back to. But shout out to the cool mint, because I believe in the cool mint. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a nigga that believe in the cool mints. I'm a nigga that believe in getting like them little cold hats, putting them on your head. I'm a nigga that believe in getting the cold feets. I got the cold feets, putting them on your feets. Cold shins, put them on your shins. Because I don't believe in it healing you. I believe in it cooling you and calming you. I don't think it's an actual process, because like if you want to actually heal yourself, you use heat. But if we're overheating, we're not trying to heal. We're just trying to cool the fuck down.
Yeah, because you're cooking yourself.
Bro,
really.
We just need the caps. I'm telling you.
Once you go past 98.9, you are now in the midst of cooking yourself.
You're in trouble. You're in danger zone, nigga. Your respiration probably at 60. I mean, you and everybody. You're doing
sweating.
Too much. Yeah, you profusely sweating. Right, so yeah, definitely. But I don't think these athletes gave it a chance. And I'm saying in my mind, I'm hoping the athletes that did. Let me double check my John, because I'm over here acting real smooth with it, like I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Everything's smooth, but I gave them a T. I can put a T. I can put a T on them. Man, me and Empress don't know what's going on, but let's see if everything runs through. I see me kind of jittery over here. Hopefully everything good to the folks. How we looking on the chit charts? Alright, I got this video over here too, because I wanted to play this one.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so let's see if they give us anything in this.
Olympics were the hottest ever, up to 34 degrees and 70% humidity. Paris could be as bad or worse.
I think there's a fatal risk, because as an athlete you are programmed to push your body to the absolute limits, and yeah,
Yo, you know how much athletes pass from overheat? Because I'm telling you, as an athlete, bro, I always tell Empress this, bro. As an athlete, first of all, you're taught certain things, right? You're taught, yo, bro, you being weak. You can keep running. Coach, my heart beating too fast, and my brain is slow as fuck right now. Like, something about to happen to me. Nah, bro, come on. Coach will kill you. So they started giving us practice hours. Because people don't understand how serious life is.
Right.
Because we don't get it. So now that so much science is coming out, like, nah, bro, them bro, they really overheated. I don't think they're lying. Nah, you can't get any wind up here. you're extending your shit too much. You working it too much. You should, if you want to get some wind, you should put your arms by your side, and you should probably walk. If you don't want them to bend over, which they can, but you're saying there's no air down there, which is weird. I don't know where the air at. The fuck is the air in the air? The fuck? So you're telling me because I'm taller, I get more air, bro? I never heard that science, but nevertheless, coaches be saying some real dumb shit, Empress. That's what I'm telling you. But as an athlete, you believe them. You say, "Yo, coach trying to make me better. I'm gonna believe everything coach tell me." Then it makes it worse, Empress. You come from a third world country. You believe it even more than the other people believe it, babe. When I tell you I almost killed myself 1,000 times, how much time I came out of the gym, and if the people came up to me after the shit, they'd have been like, "Bro, you about to die." But because they didn't come up to me and nobody knew, I just went away and I came and told you all like, "Babe, my body cold." I tell you all these things, but it's like, bro, coaches don't know. And I don't think they understand. In their mind, it's just like, bro, you're not gonna die.
No, that's why it became a running thing of you need to know your body. I know my body. I know my body. But then it became a thing of mental health excuses.
That's a new thing in the NBA.
Yeah.
But they don't care though, cause even when Kyrie quote unquote was going, nobody cared.
No.
Jaylen Brown spoke out for Kyrie, and now look what he doing. He getting punished everywhere.
He getting a whooping.
They looking at the man mouth on the sideline and saying he's saying stuff about Bronny.
Ear hustling that man.
I'm talking about, it's not like the man said it anywhere. It's not like he said it on Twitter and then deleted it. Literally, you're fucking looking at somebody's mouth and saying they said something. Just imagine how, bro. And then they went and Kawhi Leonard is no longer on the team. They went and got a point guard to replace a fucking small forward.
On the same team that he was just on and got MVP, bro.
So it at a certain level, I'm telling you, bro. I used to look at life like this. If y'all listen to the cast, y'all probably heard me complain. I had these same complaints to Empress.
Blackball, that blackmail.
Tell Empress the same complaint. Like, man, what? I was the best on that team. Like, even now, I'm seeing some weird stuff. I'm gonna show Empress later. I'm seeing some weird stuff on the post. Me and Empress just talked about this picture the other day, so it was funny. So I was gonna tell Empress about it a couple of days ago. But then, like, I'm seeing stuff on the post, Empress. It's like these are post supporters. You feel me?
No.
Post supporters.
So after the fact?
They post supporters on the post. You remember Post?
The nightclub?
They post supporters on the post, bro. That's all I'm telling you. Alright, so remember me and you spoke about this picture a couple of days ago.
Oh, gosh.
I just showed you this whole image a couple of days ago, right? And I went into it with you. And we laughed about it, talked about some different stuff.
Oh, gosh.
So,
Get up.
I'm seeing some stuff posted, though.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny. Because there's respect showed from the poster, right? You see how the poster set it up? First guy. You feel me? The poster set it up nice, but now look at the section. The section was actually pure until the last hater came in. The section was pure until the last. What is that guy talking about? I thought he was adding some people that was forgotten off the list. What is he talking about? What is he doing?
You said they were on the team, right?
What are you doing that for? They already in the list.
Oh.
You're not adding context to anything.
Oh, they are, okay.
I thought that's what I'm saying. I got confused. I went back up and checked the list again. I said, damn, did bro leave him off on accident?
Yeah, like what is he saying? They're not tagged? What is he doing?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying some people weird.
Look, it's two people with that last name from Aaron. Would it be?
Oh yeah, this Pops. This Pops. And what you saying? These are the likers? Or these are the taggers?
Those are all tagged.
I'm not tagged.
No, I'm trying to figure out how'd you discover it.
They just showed it to me. They presented it to me.
Who?
Cause I'm the first bro on the list, so they the source.
Oh, the newsfeed.
Yeah, just put it on my John. And then maybe some of my guys liked it. Right, some of my guys liked it. Yeah, some of his guys liked it. This gotta be his John.
That's a terrible picture, by the way.
That's the worst picture in the world, but
We could have scanned it and got a way better coloring.
but that's not neither here nor there.
Mhm.
Not neither here nor there, bro.
No.
This is exactly what I was telling you about.
Against you. What?
No. Cause I'm first. Nobody's against me. I'm just wondering why I'm so unacknowledged, or why is there acknowledgements? That's what I'm saying. Why am I not acknowledged? In the sense of being tagged, if that means something. If that means anything, does that mean anything?
because you are Professor Ross.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not
That's what I'm telling you.
Professor.
That's what I'm telling you. Even this young brother right here, he know. He was ranked number 1 right around the time that I was playing.
This team has some dogs.
He was
Some alls.
Yeah, he know. So shout out to everybody though. That wasn't the point of the point. But the main point was I don't think everybody is in everything for the good of the consciousness.
No.
I think some people in stuff for other reasons. And what the thing is, me and you, we always give them a pass. And that's why I'm saying I hope that these athletes that don't want to use the O2, the cool mitts, I want them to get smoked. I hope.
So you saying you wouldn't think everyone wants to use it?
I want to go see if Kashane using it.
I'm just saying, some people are like, yo, what budget you finna use to get cool mitts?
Babe, they got them at the John. I'm using them for sure. I told you how I am. If I show up to an event, and you got Johns, you know me. I'm using them. You don't know me as somebody that'll show up to an event
and act all stuck up and too good.
Babe, I'm telling you, bro. And then the fact that me and you do research, so we know about the product.
Oh yes.
So the same way I showed up to school, Empress, and they got me with the Verdi, killed me. I ain't do no research.
Oh.
So I should have showed up and said, "Nah, I'm bringing my own jump gear." Do my own.
Bring my whole human.
Bro.
Achilles.
Cause they force something on you. And I'm telling you, as an athlete, you go in there willing. So who's these new divas? Nah, we're not taking parts in that. They say America doing it. They say China doing it, possibly. They may be lying on China to put them in there. They probably want to put China in there so that we couldn't say nothing. Damn, this nigga wild. Nigga selling you out. Who I'm telling you about, Kashane. I wonder can I see this Team Jamaica and see like, yo, is they? Cause I'm trying to figure, bro. I'm not ducking no smoke. I'm not ducking no smoke when it comes to wearing you using the gear. Yeah, he ain't got nothing going on, bro. Only thing he's showing is this. What this mean?
This looks like some type of tank of oxygen or something.
Oh, he said he got his gas can. What's going? He got his gas can. He ready to blast off.
I'm not sure. There's no comments.
What about those flags? What type of flags are those?
Jamaican?
No, on the tag picture, on the picture.
What do you mean?
What did he comment on the picture?
Oh, Paris, Jamaica, America?
What does that mean?
And this is a whole other... No, this is a comment.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting a little bit more details. Still in another language, though. But this person has more of them.
But know what these is.
It's in another language.
But it's something they're doing in France. And you don't know about this that word? You don't know that word? Come on, Zo.
You play too much.
You don't know that word? Man, that seems like a word that you would knock off.
Jouex is a ballet written by Claude Debussy. Oh, that's jouet.
That's
French.
That's play.
A French word that means game or diversion.
See,
The word comes from the Latin word jocis, which means joke, jest, or game.
Jouet.
Jouer passe. Okay, that's a poem. Oh, so it's
So
just
let the
saying
games begin.
Olympic Games?
Oh, Olympic Games.
You can go back.
Okay. Look, see?
Jouet.
Empress be acting like she don't be wanting to figure stuff out for some people sometimes, but Empress, she's the smartest bro on the planet. She don't want to figure out nothing but nobody, though, for some reason. Selfish, I would say.
No, AI just made me very lazy.
I love AI.
You know how usually they'd be like, see translation?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was looking for.
I love AI. I tell you, me, I'm very AI. You see me. AI. What?
Got me up out of there.
What E.T. said?
What's that?
Like a python.
E.T. or Inky?
Inky,
Dr. Inky.
Dr. Inky were wild as hell on them raps, bro.
Got me up out of there quick.
Got you up out of there?
Bro, I told you he had everything blocked on my computer.
Oh, you said you played that.
Got me roped off.
What's that in your icon?
You programmed with Python.
Yo, shout out to the doc, bro. Yo, melanin versus diabetes, bro. The doc out here, bro.
Melanin versus diabetes.
The doc out here fighting a real battle, bro. Cause I'm telling you, the doctor know what we going through. I'm saying same thing when you're at ET. That's why I brought up ET though, because the doc really put me on ET when he was staying in Detroit. Cause the doc fought with ET. You know that the doc fought with ET. I don't know if ET fought with him. Cause I tell you, he put me on him like 10 years ago. He was staying in Detroit that whole time. And he was like, yeah, I'm fucking with a dude out here, the hip hop preacher. And I was like, who the hell is the hip hop preacher? Yeah, and then when I was playing him, you already knew him from that one guru speech. Bro,
Commented
weird.
and all.
This man weird as hell, bro. He just out here speeching. So I never got into him. We never was into him. Hey, man, a speechy ass nigga.
Yeah, I don't know what it was that.
Podcast, I think he randomly, like, I don't know how we discovered the podcast, but like it was nothing for us to latch on to. Like, we don't need no motivational like encouragement. We grinding.
Sometimes.
Nah, bro, we grinding, bro. We was listening to Alan Watt, all type of philosophical type vibes.
Facts.
Yeah, like
we were definitely on a more esoteric level.
Yeah, Anton Wilson, all that type of. The map is not the territory. We was deep right there because we was doing a lyric video. Like, this was getting all these concepts from. We was deep in this whole situation. So
I just watched our lyric video. I am. That's a good one, bro.
Nah, it was deep, bro. We was in our bag, bro. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. The content, you can tell by what we was into. Like, that whole time we was locked in on that whole time. Like, yo, what the hell? And then, like I said, eventually, I think somehow E.T. started doing some good jobs. He had to start doing some podcasts or something. Somehow we discovered the podcast. We had to probably seen from the first podcast, whatever the fuck it was, bro.
Yeah, I remember being forced to watch him in college. Like, she forced us to watch. When I was on the basketball team, my second year, we got a new head coach, and she was not playing that, bro. She played E.T. every time we went in there to watch film. E.T. was the first thing we watched, and then we watched film. She did not skip a beat on ET content. So yeah, that was like my second introduction. So the C was already
she probably
planning.
was working for ET.
She went to Tennessee.
What's her name? You know
I
what I
don't even
mean?
know.
Man, she probably worked for ET, bro. ET,
Damn, that's
bro.
crazy. I don't know that lady
You
name.
probably sent one of your workers out, bro. I tell you, bro, Ray Lewis, bro, is the one that came to me, nigga, and changed my life.
Right.
On some shit, nigga. And I tell you, Umar ended up going to that same school a couple years after I left. I'm like, man, bro. See, I think everything was changing along those years, nigga. You told me fat, bro, fat funny, bro. You say you see fat funny, bro. So there's a lot of people, bro, that was coming around those years, but I was already gone from the system. I was
Who's
like,
fat funny, bro?
man. Him and his homeboy, fucking the fat dude. He was on DC shit. He be doing colleges, though. Fat dude.
Oh, Ronnie or something?
Yeah,
Jordan?
Ronnie Jordan.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, he came to our school.
Yeah,
that was the only comic we ever got.
Nigga, Clayton started going to school. There was a lot of shit going on after I left school, man.
Yeah, and we didn't get that guy till what, our junior year?
Yeah. See.
But I guess that was our generation was like, yo, why don't y'all do any events here, bro? They always have people coming on to do like, I guess, keynote speeches, people on Forbes and stuff. And then I think what's that group called that does the sports stuff? So like what Chris Paul's a part of with the NBA?
Mm-hmm.
What do you call those people? It's like the student athlete agency or something like that. Nevertheless, we started trying to figure out like, yo, how could we get people more involved? And then yeah, that was one of the things they brought up. Was like, well, can we bring a comic or something? And he was the one, and he did pretty good. He was very universal with his jokes. White kids, European, black, everything in between. Understood the jokes. It was a good time.
Yeah, bro. That's the whole thing. It's starting to bring like different voices around,
industries.
Bro. Yeah, bro. Just to change the whole situation up where people ain't just so bland. Like I said, bro, bringing that Ray Lewis, bro, around it was a game changer because if they would have brought one of them same old little stupid people, because I remember that they brought a couple of them same old stupid people. Because matter of fact, it was my other bro. It was my new coach that brought the good people around. Because my old coach, oh my gosh, that nigga there.
Who? High school?
Nah, from college.
Oh gosh.
First nigga. He ain't play. He ain't bring nobody around.
Man.
He was trying to kill everybody. I'm telling you, bro. When the next dude took over, bro, he took over in a, bro.
Theory.
You can tell something changed, bro. He was bringing people out every day. Bro, that's how Umar ended up coming out. I tell you, Umar came out at the same time he was there. Cause that's the type of bro he is. He like one of them, like more so Baptist type of bro. He's spirited. He real spirited with his belief system. So yeah, bro, like and he black.
What you mean black?
He black as hell. First of all, just his color. He's super black.
Ray or Umar?
My coach, my serious coach.
Oh yes, okay. I'm sorry.
And he in a whole situation. He got a black. He's a black ass bro.
Right.
Besides him being black as fuck. So he was, bro. He was a different.
Yeah,
he was a
I'm
different
telling you,
brother.
every time I see him, I'm like, oh, he's definitely inspirational.
Yeah. That's him. That's him. He is. He a
But yeah,
crap.
I'm really trying to think. Because I don't think I came up on E.T. from him. It was somebody else who used his audio on top of their video. That's how I was introduced to him. Louisiana Tech. The Louisiana Bulldogs? Yeah, they were playing the audio over it. And I was like, what is going on here? And then they had, I don't know, bro. I don't know if Carl pieced it together like
We
that,
are
but
now
the
less
music
than...
And E.T., and then you hear the part where bruh just came up from the water, and it's so believable. You think, like, you have a perfect image of what's actually going on, and you like, damn. They try to drown, bro? And then it was like, bro, that same intensity of is the success desired? I was like, oh, okay. Well, let's go to school.
Yeah, bro. Nah, that's facts. What you just said, that's the facts of the matter, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Those visuals, bro. And when that shit goes with some words, and you got some audio in the back, you just mix three of the greatest things the Most High ever created together.
Planted a seed so powerful.
Man, three of the greatest things he ever created, bro. Visual, nigga. Then sound. and then this feel, because
Mhm.
you're watching it and you putting all the, bro, it's like, bro, this
And
shit
there,
is magical.
before even that, his name was E.T. and that threw me off because I'm like, what, extraterrestrial? I'm thinking about that, bro, like the whole time. So the seed's already there. It's not in the ground, but it's already there because I'm like, E.T. Why they calling this man E.T.? And then you figure out, oh, his name is Eric Thomas. That makes sense. And then you see the next video. You don't even know it's him though, because I still don't piece together that it's him until 5 years down the road. It's like, oh, that's his voice. Why? Because now another watering of that same plant is being occurring in my second year playing basketball. Mind you, I did not plan on playing a second year basketball, but Most High came, in other words, Coach Mark, and said, yo, we gonna need you. We gonna need you. And I'm like, Coach Mark, you leaving? How you know you gonna need me? We gonna need you. And now I'm being taught into playing a second year or something that in my mind is detrimental to my priorities, which is graduating. So yeah, I was introduced to that, and then now it's full circle. And what? We a part of A.P.O.C now. A.P.O.C Ministries.
That's the main thing, though. It's weird, though. 'Cause I tell you, I remember jumping on this, John. Like I said, because I wasn't looking for motivation, I remember watching like one of his videos and being like, "Yo, shout out to hip hop preacher, but this shit whack to me." Because I'm not really a big motivational bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. So like, I started just watching other shit, Gary V, and then
More practicality,
business, yeah, and then one cast ET on Gary V. I'm like, damn, ET over here. Who this nigga over here? This nigga over here getting in my realm bothering me, bro. I just left your time, bro. You talk about a bunch of motivational bullshit. But at this time now, he's changing. Because remember, this is a change ET now that we
doing the funnels.
He's changing, man. He's no longer that old ET that I didn't like.
In front of our eyes.
I didn't like that ET speaking about a bunch of motivational bullshit, bro. I need to get to the practicality, bro, the world. And then he started figuring that out. And you see him to this day. He really, really beating down on practicalities, nigga. And like I said, with everything, whether it's from God, as far as the highest thing, all the way to the lowest thing, he's really, really getting super practical. Like, yo, these are the steps that we took, nigga. Da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, bro, shout them boys out. But, yeah, like I said, it's a season for everything. Like I said, sometimes you'll jump into something and you may not be on it at that moment, right? You don't throw it away, right? You just keep it and you say, okay, boom, I know about it. And when you want whatever you want, what they say about let something go, it's gonna come back. That's what they say. If it's real love, let it go, come back.
Oh yeah. So
randomly, ET pop up on Gary V now. Now I'm falling off Gary V because he's so atheist. I can't even listen to him. There gotta be a balance, bro. The man's so atheist, you gotta leave him. He got ugly shoes. He doing a bunch of crazy stuff.
K-Swiss?
I'm talking about a bunch of crazy stuff. So now I'm listening to another Muslim type brother. I'm listening to a bunch of brothers. I don't want to shout them all out, but my homeboy Bedros, just a different bro. You remember me listening to Bedros?
No. That seed was not planted.
Yeah, that's funny, bro. I even went back and looked at I was watching the Bedros the other day, but he even did an interview with Master P. But the whole point of these are all real estate guys, Grant Cardone. So all these guys doing that same shit.
Right. Okay.
But then, like I said, then by the time that we got done playing with all these guys, we ran up on a legend, ML Billion. You know what I mean? So like, you always you gonna go through layers of people explaining stuff, and then you gonna get to the ultimate brand. You're gonna be like, yo, this whole shit is bullshit. I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. This is all bullshit, bro. All you need is a bunch of fake money, go get a bunch of real money, go buy a bunch of real assets, and then run that up, and then pay that fake money back. Yo, what, private equity? You don't know about that? Yeah, bro, I just go buy that dude, take his chairs, and then leave his business closed. What? And then now, every day, they coming on telling you about how dangerous private equity is. It's a new surprise now. Everybody coming on now, discovering private equities. Oh, man, private equity is what ruined our Red Lobster.
Is that what you guys are doing? Ew! And you know now, once the melanated get a hold of it, it's really a problem.
Nah, they want to stop everything. They want to figure stuff out. Bunch of investigation going on.
Granddaddy been doing it all this time.
Man, where's my man? I got a video. It's like, ooh, brother. Ooh, brother. You ever heard that one? You know that way. It's the greatest thing ever. It's the greatest thing ever. Gotta play it, but
You gotta play that second one too, right?
Athletes aren't going to pull back, so if we are competing in these hotter conditions, yeah, it's definitely scary.
Last summer, blistering heat in France killed 5,000 people. Last month was the hottest on record globally, and Europe is the fastest warming continent. Athletes and scientists are ringing an alarm bell. In a new report, Rings of Fire 2, Sebastian Coe, 4-time Olympic medalist, says climate change should be viewed as an existential threat to sport. Heat plus humidity plus exertion can cause nausea, cramps, even heat stroke.
35 degrees. And yeah, I've felt as the temperature's gone up, it's got steadily harder and harder.
We really need to be asking ourselves, are we pushing them too far? Are we putting them into situations that are too dangerous?
The Paris Organizing Committee has vowed these games will be the greenest ever. So no air conditioning in the athletes' village. Built instead with sunshades and in-floor cooling. But heat is such a worry, some teams are considering bringing their own portable AC.
In and out of the front.
I am really bad in the heat.
Canadian rower Jenny Casson says Olympic organizers should weigh climate effects significantly.
I don't think it's as simple anymore as choosing the country with the highest bid. You have to weigh in other factors, or else you're not going to have the games. Like, you're going to have athletes who are barely alive and unable to perform at their best.
The report recommends adjusting timing or venues and less interest in oil and gas sponsors.
Everyone thinks we're a front because until recently,
bunch of bros making wild decisions.
You better enter the Winter Olympics. Go play a winter sport.
Yeah, I'm talking about shit. I'm bad in the heat. What are you talking about? That's the whole point of it. The heat is supposed to be a part of the whole competition.
I'm here to roll in frozen water, man.
The heat is part of the competition, bro.
Yep.
If it was no heat, then it'd be easy for a lot of us.
And they are concerned about that heat. 2028, they're going to be even closer to the equator.
Where they at now?
Huh?
That's the one that's in LA?
Yes. So, do what thou wilt.
LA, bro, I pray for y'all, bro. Y'all got 3 years to get this shit together, but we know y'all. You seen that one time San Fran got this shit together quick? They easy to get shit together, bro.
Beating the homeless.
Bro, they get
Go!
And now they got a whole system where they talking about putting them in buildings. Come on, bro. They just move a building.
Put them in buildings and eject them.
Nigga, move a whole building, bro. Think about it. We see people wide loading buildings all the time. Man, move a whole building to a state. Well, bro, homeless people don't stay here. They stay in the Midwest, nigga.
we had over 3,000 locations in the U.S. And everyone's like, oh, there's no way people are buying that many mattresses. Well, you guys are right. They're not. We actually filed for bankruptcy in 2018 and closed 900 stores since then, so we're not doing that well. That's why we want to merge with Tempur-Sealy, the biggest mattress maker, but the FTC won't let us. They said since we're the biggest mattress seller in the country, the combined company would have too much power. And it's like, yeah, okay, we are the biggest, but at 2.9% market share. Every little D2C bed-in-a-box company is taking away more sales. So if we can't get this merger to go through, our only other plan is releasing hundreds of thousands of bed bugs to get sales back up. Your move.
So, Empress, what do you do, though? That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's so much people smarter than what they should be. It's a bunch of people that don't know nothing about actually what they're talking about. They're like, yo, you can't merge with that person. Why not? Why not? I'm not selling no mattresses, bro. People not buying. Like, it should be one mattress company making the greatest mattresses. Nobody should ever buy a mattress. Everybody should have one mattress for the rest of their life. The mattresses are so great. But then I guess them niggas gonna go out of business either way.
It's gonna have to be made to order. At that point.
Why you saying that? Because like once you have a mattress, you shouldn't need one unless you order it.
Bro, unless you're in a dire situation where the mattress just gotta go in the trash and you gotta move on. But how often do you replace mattresses? Every, 5 years? A decade?
The mattress, you're probably supposed to replace it every
Sister, you gonna have to replace it every year with us. We finna bed bug you, Jit. Bed bug you.
So you think, man.
Put all the bugs in your bed. You don't want to sleep nowhere near that bed. Oh, gosh.
All right, hold on. We're still in the thick of it. Delta still recovering operations 5 days after a global cyber outage.
It really caused a mess. Now the U.S. Department of Transportation's Office of Aviation is stepping in and launching an investigation. Just hours ago, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg posted on social media platform X that the investigation into Delta Airlines is to ensure the airline is following the law and taking care of its passengers during continued widespread disruptions. He writes, quote, "All airline passengers have the right to be treated fairly, and I will make sure that right is upheld." 11 Alive's Ariana Manise joins us live now from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Ariana, for days we've been seeing long lines, abandoned luggage piling up. What are conditions like for passengers today?
That's right, Chrissy. Here at Hartsfield, we're still seeing some passengers who tell us that they've been stranded for days at a time, and we're also seeing rows and rows of unclaimed luggage, while other airlines seem to have been able to recover from Friday's cyber global outage. Delta, they're still struggling to get back on track. Now, I will say that the airport is not filled with as many travelers as we saw on Monday, but there are still passengers who tell us that they've waited for days to get back home or to their destination. And that's, of course, due to the ongoing delays and cancellations that we're still seeing here at Hartsfield. Now, at last check, there have been 211 cancellations here at Hartsfield today, and 203 of those flights are Delta Airlines, and that's according to FlightAware. And on Monday, a little under 2,500 flights were canceled and under 1,100 were Delta flights. Now, we spoke to a traveler who has been caught up in the ongoing travel disruptions. She says that she's just trying to get back home to Arizona, but instead she's found herself stuck here at the airport or sitting on planes going nowhere for hours. Take a listen.
So I had a layover here in Atlanta, and they boarded us on the plane, and we sat there for 3 hours. Apparently you are not allowed to sit on a plane longer than 3 hours, so we deboarded. A couple hours later, they put us on a new plane where we sat for about, but then the pilot timed out. So we drove back to the gate, got off, and about 4 a.m. they canceled our flight. So my luggage is still on that flight, so I'm trying to find my way to my luggage in Reno.
And that's also the story. Once passengers do arrive to their destination, some are left without their luggage, and luggage is now really crowding the airport. We're seeing bags fill the upper level balcony and rows of bags. They're lined up between Delta's baggage claim carousel for passengers whose flights have been disrupted for days at a time. Yesterday, we were able to be on that upper level balcony, but we have been unable to be in that area because it's now filled with bags. Now, amid this ongoing investigation by the Department of Transportation, the agency secretary, Pete Buttigieg, he's first encouraging passengers to try to resolve any issues that they're having first with their airline. But if they feel that Delta is not complying with the agency's passenger protection requirements, he's encouraging passengers to then file a complaint with the Department of Transportation. Reporting live from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, I'm Ariana Manise for 11 Alive. Back to you.
So many people trying to reunite either with luggage or families. Ariana, thank you. For more information about flight delays and cancellations, text the word delays to the number 404-885-7600.
All right, hold on. We're still in the thick of it. Delta still recovering operations 5 days after a global cyber outage.
It really caused a mess. Now the U.S. Department of Transportation's Office of Aviation is stepping in and launching an investigation. Just hours ago, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg posted on social media platform X that the investigation into Delta Airlines is to ensure the airline is following the law and taking care of its passengers during continued widespread disruptions. He writes, quote, "All airline passengers have the right to be treated fairly, and I will make sure that right is upheld." 11 Alive's Ariana Manise joins us live now from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Ariana, for days we've been seeing long lines, abandoned luggage piling up. What are conditions like for passengers today?
That's right. See, here at Hartsville, we're still seeing some passengers who tell us that they've been stranded for days at a time, and we're also seeing rows and rows of unclaimed luggage, while other airlines seem to have been able to recover from Friday's cyber global outage. It still appears that Delta, they're still struggling to get back on track. Now, I will say that the airport is not filled with as many travelers as we saw on Monday, but there are still passengers who tell us that they've waited for days to get back home or to their destination, and that's, of course, due to the ongoing delays and cancellations that we're still seeing here at Hartsville. Now, at last check, there have been 211 cancellations here at Hartsville today, and 203 of those flights are Delta Airlines, and that's according to FlightAware. And on Monday, a little under 2,500 flights were canceled, and under 1,100 were Delta flights. Now, we spoke to a traveler who has been caught up in the ongoing travel disruptions. She says that she's just trying to get back home to Arizona, but instead she's found herself stuck here at the airport or sitting on planes going nowhere for hours. Take a listen.
So I had a layover here in Atlanta, and they boarded us on the plane, and we sat there for 3 hours. Apparently you are not allowed to sit on a plane longer than 3 hours, so we deboarded. A couple hours later, they put us on a new plane where we sat for about 90 minutes and actually got to the tarmac, but then the pilot timed out. So we drove back to the gate, got off, and about 4 a.m. they canceled our flight. So my luggage is still on that flight, so I'm trying to find my way to my luggage in Reno.
And that's also the story. Once passengers do arrive to their destination, some are left without their luggage, and luggage is now really crowding the airport. We're seeing bags fill the upper level balcony, and rows of bags. They're lined up between Delta's baggage claim carousel for passengers whose flights have been disrupted for days at a time. Yesterday, we were able to be on that upper level balcony, but we have been unable to be in that area because it's now filled with bags. Now, amid this ongoing investigation by the Department of Transportation, the agency secretary, Pete Buttigieg, he's first encouraging passengers to try to resolve any issues that they're having first with their airline. But if they feel that Delta is not complying with the agency's passenger protection requirements, he's encouraging passengers to then file a complaint with the Department of Transportation. Reporting live from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, I'm Ariana Manise for 11 Alive. Back to you.
So many people trying to reunite.
Investigate they ass.
What did you do?
Yo, what's all this sound? What you mean?
You think the U works?
The U? What you mean? I think the U work. The U gotta work. It's universal. Let me turn myself down though. Maybe I'm just a little loud like a clown, yo. But hey, investigate them motherfuckers. Investigate them. Investigate them. You know Delta, bro. They don't believe in unions. They don't believe in doing stuff for the goodness of nothing.
Man, look at God.
Ooh, brother. Come on, bro. They don't do nothing for the goodness of nothing, bro. Get them boys the fleck up out of here, bro. FTC. Invest. Oh, this not FTC. Hey, US dot. Oh, this poop. This Buttigieg.
Yes. Department of Transportation. DOT.
This Buttigieg, bro.
DOT.
I ain't got no faith in Buttigieg.
OT.
See, I thought it was somebody else. But if it's Buttigieg, come on.
It's loud.
Nah, it's you, Buttigieg. Ooh, brother. Ooh, brother.
But yeah, that's wild. But yeah, Delta, they doing the employees dirty. And now look at divine interventions. What a coincidence. You guys are the only airlines
still down
in a troubled path.
Ooh, brother.
Oof.
Man, where's the brother?
And you saying they can't really take flight because if those systems are down, what are they usually using to operate? Terminals.
They shoot. Because they system down, they shoot because...
So this might be a test run for something worse. Because what if this happens while people are midair?
That's the worst part of everything. That's the worst part of everything.
9/11 2.0.
Ew, brother. Brother.
Babe.
You gotta
find the clip.
You gotta hear the clip. When you hear the clip, you're gonna be like, man, that's the funniest clip. That's why Bae saying, brother.
Bae.
Yes, man. Oh, man. Okay. My camera not on. Who did that to me? Put me back over here and make me look like Daphne. Alright, I'm back, y'all. My bad. I was over there eating some regatones.
Weeble.
Oh, you smart.
I'm going to find out how hard it is to buy a house in Japan. Today, the median house in California costs $830K. When I learned that Japan lets foreigners buy and sell property with the same rights as its own citizens, I became curious what $830K might buy in Japan. This is the city of Sendai, famous for its cherry blossoms. Less than 2 hours from Tokyo by bullet train. The streets are beautiful. They save teeth, and they have tongue restaurants and wiener coffee. Their spotless subways take you everywhere in class. Try to imagine finding upholstered seats on a subway in the US. So I assumed the real estate here would be expensive. I went to look at this house, which was fully renovated in 2021. It's 1,300 square feet on a 2,500 square foot lot. And it's beautiful. The asking price is $129,000. And when I asked the agent if an offer of $100K would be reasonable, he nodded enthusiastically. So, for the cost of the median house in California, you can buy 8 of this house in Japan, plus this van downstairs and 2 wiener coffees.
Hi IRS, I made $120,000 this year by selling stocks. Ooh, sounds like you're gonna owe us a lot of taxes. Actually, I don't think I owe you a penny of taxes. First, my tax filing status is married joint. Then I plan to take the standard deduction for 2024, which is $29,200. So the $120,000 I made from selling stocks with the standard deduction means that I have a taxable income of $90,800. Haha, so you owe us taxes on that. Not quite. I held all of my stocks for over 12 months before I sold them, which means I would owe long-term capital gains tax. Term's capital gains tax rate for $94,050 of long-term capital gains is 0%.
So this is completely accurate. This tax calculation is a little bit of an unrealistic scenario, but it does point out what's really important when it comes to stock gains, which is that the timing can be critical and you can actually get into a 0% tax bracket if you time it right. For more
Ooh, brother. Yes,
Interesting.
man. That dude is smart in his mind.
Timing.
But it's all about, yeah, that's what I say. That's the main thing. That's what it's all about. Even if he's smart or not, because a black bro came on and he presented himself as knowing something and she shot him down. She said, black bro lying. I'm like, what? Black bro ain't lying. Black bro said, I buy blue suits because I need blue suits. Blue suits are in my icon. I don't know if
You have a brand image. Anything that's associated with your brand becomes an ordinary and necessary expense in the pursuit of income. So my haircut is actually a part of my brand. It's on my logos. I actually have my haircut on my Twitter logo, like my little mini-con, my Twitter mini-con. It's the exact same haircut. And I write off all my clothing too, because of part of my clothing is to wear blue. So I'll get only blue suits and I'll embroider the blue suits with my logo and my name. And I'll write off the blue suits and I'm writing off the haircuts too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call making shit up. Because on one hand, there's the actual tax law and the court cases that tell us even if literally your employer will throw you out of work because your haircut is not to their compliance and not to their standards, still not deductible, inherently personal grooming. And then on the other hand, what we have is just something that sounded nice in this guy's head that he completely made up. And for more accurate tax advice from a tax attorney, subscribe.
Brother, you are. What's that? What's that, brother?
Brother, what's that? That nigga lied.
You're not even playing it.
I don't know if he lied, folks. I don't know, but brother, brother, what's that, brother? Yo, I don't know if bro lied, bro. But the way she made him look, it's like he lied. What's that, brother? Because, like, when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, he's saying that he just bought blue suits.
No, I thought the kid that he embroidered them.
Oh, he did. All right, so
yeah, if he's not embroidering them, he's leaving like a Gucci name on it. It's like,
okay,
nice
so
try.
He might get away with the blue suits. What about that haircut?
But why wouldn't that be a business expense if I'm embroidering it with my company?
See, she might be tripping, so I might be responding to her like, what's that, sister? Maybe she hating on him because he black.
Possibly.
So maybe what we seen was some reverse racism. Let's go back and listen to Black Bread.
Brand image, anything that's associated with your brand becomes an ordinary and necessary expense in the pursuit of income. So my haircut is actually a part of my brand. It's on my logos. I actually have my haircut on my Twitter logo, like my little mini-con, my Twitter mini-con. It's the exact same haircut. And I write off all my clothing too, because a part of my clothing is to wear blue. So I'll get.
I think maybe she's talking about the haircut, man.
Yeah, the haircut is questionable. I'm like,
Ooh, what's that, brother? Ooh.
It's like Disney writing off its costumes because other cast members are dressed in like logo, like
What you saying? They shouldn't be able to write that off as
I
a
would
business
think
expense?
so.
Yeah.
So the clothes make sense.
Yeah.
If you're embroidering it, and
But then the haircut.
uniformal. The haircut.
Like, but he's saying he got it on his Twitter pic.
It's like.
That's his Twitter picture.
So you would pretty much have to ask, does Disney get to write off hair and makeup?
Yeah.
For their Disney princesses.
Yeah, but then that's because of what they're doing. But they're gonna ask him, what are you doing that you need this haircut? Because the whole point of it, like, he's 100% right, because in any business you can write things off if it's ordinary. Mm-hmm. Meaning that if I'm a day trader and I go buy a fucking laptop, that's an ordinary expense. I can write that off for my
If you
business.
go buy a whole bunch of hot dogs.
Yeah, they like, what does that got to do with the business? Well, yeah, I eat hot dogs at this. That's all we do is eat hot dogs.
Well, you're not paying for your lunch.
Nah, but this is the part of the brand. Everybody coming, they see me with 100 hot dogs a show, and I'm doing it for the show.
Oh.
So you remember our one brother that used to get the car, the black brother that used to be on YouTube. He used to get the nice car, but he only drove it.
Guy?
Nah, our blacker brother. He used to only drive it for the YouTubes. And then he drive his regular car. Anton, man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anton used to always have it done. That brother. What's that brother? That brother.
For the IG.
So that's what I'm saying. I think she tripping, bro. I think she hating on him.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the haircut, that's the only thing that sounded funny to me.
Yeah, it would have been good if she had an example of someone actually doing it and being like, well, this is how it would work. But the fact that she just debunked Brian and doesn't have an actual realistic point or another example where someone did it and got in trouble, or someone did it and it was successful, it's like, your credibility is not here.
Because that is a part of the tax code. Like, anybody can go read that, where it's like, depends on your business, whatever purchases you make may be ordinary.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's like, you're not saying the listing of what an ordinary expense is deemed as, the definition of an ordinary expense, nothing. So like I said, the credibility is not there in this video.
Okay, yeah, she came in, she was a hater.
So I think she's projecting on him making things up. You guys are both making things up.
She gave it to the Asian dude though. Talking about the situation don't sound realistic, but hey, it'll work. Ooh, what's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? What's that? What's that,
like,
brother?
what happened to him?
What's that, brother?
Is he doing art?
What's that? The white man right here?
No, the other one.
What's that?
Brother,
Him?
What's that? What's that, brother?
He doing art.
Brother, what's that?
That was the point.
Brother, what's that, brother? Brother,
What is he doing?
He's smoothing the John out with his face.
what's that?
Oh.
Brother,
What's that, brother? What's that? Man, Empress, this is the best of my favorite shit right now, bro.
Right.
What's
It's
that,
like,
brother?
ooh.
What's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah.
What's that?
Like, cause he's acting like he's concerned.
In late
What's that,
2021,
brother?
the digital media company BuzzFeed went public emerging with a SPAC.
The first thing he said was like,
It's
ooh.
valued at over $1 billion.
that,
It's been a
brother?
complete failure on the public markets. Since going public,
He wasn't fair. Like, in his mind, he thought it was fair. But before he even like was justified, he was like, "Ugh, what's that, brother?"
You should have said, "What's that, brother?"
Ugh,
Elbow
yeah.
grease. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know if he should have waited for the answer, but
super-
even if he wanted to respond quick,
Mhm.
he could have asked the question first and then responded. But the fact that he emotionalized himself, hit him with the onomatopoeia first, came in with a bang. Right, that was the whole point of the bang. The whole point of the bang was that if your fucking whole introduction was sorry, that's what they tricked us and told us. If your introduction sucked,
Mhm.
at least people got that bang. And they came in with some enthusiasm to read your shit.
Attention grabber.
That was the whole shit. It was supposed to just make people look at you. So if you said some bullshit, they were gonna look at it. Yeah. Everything they taught us was kind of, what's that, brother? What's that? Ooh, what's that, brother?
Superlative.
Nice set.
Worst day
Smack you,
since
dude.
October
Smack yourself.
2008. I know that they missed, but was it really that
Ooh, what's
Well, I
that,
think the
brother?
expectations going into the second quarter
Let me
weren't
see what my
great,
T
'cause
do.
Everyone knew that there were a lot of headwinds facing the company, especially as it relates to its
what's
new
that,
labor
brother?
agreement with the Teamsters, which
What's
anniversaries
that?
on
didn't know anything.
August 1st.
I did.
That being
Yes.
said, I think demand was
Slow, man.
not
You
as
see us.
good, and also,
I don't know why we're
was
struggling
finally
through this
by
drum, but the
mix
internet
of-
good though.
Of lower yielding, lower
Ooh,
profitable
what's that,
freight.
brother?
They've definitely seen a trade down where, someone that might have shipped something via air decided to go ground, and someone that was using ground, maybe they're using their SurePost, which is more of an economy type product. And all these products have, lower yields, which definitely impacted the top line.
What's that, brother?
I think
What's that?
sentiment is really low
What's
on
that,
UPS.
brother?
The old saying is it's darkest before the dawn. I think looking into the second half of the year, there are a lot of things that could go
Quarterly,
UPS's
yearly
way
downtrend.
if demand comes along.
That brother
And that's a
speculating,
big
y'all.
if. And as you were talking earlier, it's all about consumer demand and economic activity.
Lee, because there's such a big if baked in there, what do
Shit about to get
UPS's
worse.
earnings say about everything else, given that there's such a bellwether here?
Bellwether.
Well, the good news is,
What's the good
that
news?
their domestic operations, which is really, in the U.S., has seen volume growth inflect positively for the first time in about 10 quarters. That obviously to us is maybe telling us maybe the worst is over for them on the demand
Oh, I
side.
do use
And then the
sometimes when I'm
international
typing in
side, they noted
USD.
that a number of their markets were starting
I was
to
saying
see
I never
growth
use
again,
you. I just use you, just
especially
not to
relates
type in
to Asia.
USD.
And again, these are, incremental net positives. The company, also increased its confidence by reinstating their share purchase program. They're going to buy back around $500 million in the second half of the year and maybe $1 billion next year. That's obviously a step in the right direction. Some of that is driven by, their plans to divest their brokerage business, which is called Coyote. RXO is going to buy that business. It's supposed to close at the end of the year. And that is expected to free up some cash, which they're probably using towards those buybacks. But the big kind of takeaway here is that margins are just not going to be as good as they originally thought, and some of that has to do with A, higher labor costs, and B, maybe the product mix is not where they thought it was going to be 3 or 6 months ago.
All right, hold on. We're still in the thick of it. Delta still
Yeah, so y'all just seen me looking at UPS. No. Let it take it little downtrend, and we're gonna come back to it later. It's just not very appealing because it's in a yearly downtrend and it's at 42. So you necessarily don't know when it's gonna end, and worse than that, the MACD hasn't crossed down yet on the yearly. So what I can do, I'll probably do it tomorrow. I can go back and see if the MACD, because if you zoom out, the MACD might have a lot of room to work up. So it may appear to be going down, but it might just be right at the halfway mark, and it's just going down to retest to go right back up very quick.
Right.
So it might not be as bad as we think it is, but right now it's in a yearly downtrend still, following all the other downtrends. So every time it goes up, it's gonna pull back for the year.
Harder.
So that same thing. Let's say that happened with XAU. Right, it pushed all through the week, and then at the end of the week it pulled back. And
then they go trick their workers like that.
The UPS dress.
Like, man, we handing the fees down to the customer, and the customer getting mad and taking their money.
Oh yeah, it's all. But you understand? I tell you, I was laughing from the beginning when they produced this because I was like, think about this. Them people got paid more. Right now, the stock is falling because everybody else is like, hold on, you gonna lose money. The business is going down because you're losing money. They miss earnings. So all these things are gonna happen because you're paying the people more.
Right.
So like that's generally what happened in businesses. So usually what happened is when a new person take over, he said, "Yo, fire half the staff." So that's the whole point. You want to get the numbers down. So everything UPS did, bro, seems counterproductive, or seems like something you would do if you want to fire a group. Because these people, they're not going to last long. Because, bro, if we got to pay you this much, we're going to have a little bit of y'all. And then we watched a video earlier about Ark Invest. They talking about, they looking at rolling out robots, drones, and they want autonomous
theory.
Autonomous logistics.
Yeah, but they going to get them. Guys, it's a yearly downtrend.
So, yeah, this is not the safest, John. Like I said, we'll just wait for stuff to retrieve. And like I said, the year is almost done too. That's the funny thing.
So a new reading, but still possible downtrends that they can use to manipulate real life markets.
And I tell you, the worst part of it is the fact that the MACD appeared to be at the top. Like I said, that's the only saving grace if me and Empress go back and look at it tomorrow or whatever. And it's just halfway, so it might look like it's at the top because you zoomed in.
Right.
You zoom out a little bit and you be like, oh no, it's straight. You feel me? It might just go down a little bit, but it still got some room. Like I said, same thing with XAU. They're in a yearly uptrend, but in a yearly uptrend, I think they have to finish just above like 1800. Right. So be very cautious with that play also, because
I know I just seen somebody complaining and like, I wish I could buy XAU at $2,000. I'm like, bro, that wish will come true soon enough.
What was the low it just went to? 2,300?
Yeah, it was 23.
No, the super low. The one that I was selling on my $10. We can go check it. What's on the screen? Not us. Okay, no, we can check it. This is 300. So yeah, it went to 92. It went to 88. Yeah, it went to 2,288. That was the lowest that it went to.
Okay.
And that was just on a weekly pullback. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think people understand charts. It's like, bro, that's just a weekly pullback without the MACD. The MACD didn't get involved at all, so it didn't do anything using the MACD. And that's what I was saying, that the weekly reading, what it did was just put the MACD right back under. Initially, it was crossed up. So I think that's, like I said, it's just a same thing we've seen with Bitcoin, bro. And that's why I say I think Ethereum, Nike, it's a couple plays that I see that looks really, really well going forward because they took so much beating. They got basically everybody out the way. And a lot of these plays that we're in currently, like as far as the BTC, XAU, shout out to Silver. I think Silver is gonna do some things too. But like BTC, XAU, a couple of those big guys, they're gonna have pullbacks because we've been pushing so much, for the year.
Bitcoin, gold, silver.
Bitcoin, Bitcoin, gold, and the stock, bruh. Nvidia, and it was
Nike.
another bruh that I had against Nike. Now Nike ain't pushed yet, so Nike is our pushing, bruh. Nike is our pushing, bruh. Silver is our pushing, bruh. Ethereum is our pushing, but those are three bros that we're looking forward to. Yeah. But and then like BTC, XAU, we're looking for those guys to do pullbacks.
Okay, I see.
3 days from the opening ceremony of the Summer Olympic Games in Paris. You can hear the music. It has been a century since the City of Light last hosted the Games, and officials there say they are more than ready amid security and safety concerns. So buckle up. NBC News correspondent Jay Gray takes us on the road to Paris.
Paris 24, Los Angeles 28.
The road to these Summer Games actually began 100 years ago. 1924, the first time the world gathered in Paris for the competition. In a nod to that history, many of the high-profile events here will take place in and around some of the region's most iconic landmarks, including the Eiffel Tower and the Palace at Versailles.
To be able to
Right, and you got to remember, this is the place where they're doing a lot of the oil protests, right, Empress?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why these people are really, really on this going green and this whole pretentious shit. Maybe it might all be pretentious, but it's just serious over there. There's a lot of political turmoil and things going on.
I'm just thinking about how we all have the running joke of the island house with the no AC. And how me personally, coming from Haitian and the colonizer being the Frenchman, this some Haitian ass shit. No chalet? Oh, no AC. No AC. You want AC? No AC. Like, this is so funny to me, bro, that these folks out of everyone that could have been the bros to be like, nah, we not doing that. We going green. Because literally that's what's happening. They're saying, no, we're not giving you no AC. There's no centralized air conditioning happening in this building. And then they come to you and say, bro, it's a Green New Deal. They're some politicians.
Hey, Empress, that's what I was saying from the beginning. The first thing Biden did was reverse what Trump did, because Trump's first thing was to get out the Paris Climate Agreement shit.
Oh, yes.
And Biden jumped in and jumped right back in it.
That's his Agenda 47.
Jump right back in it, nigga. Like, yo, I'm back in this John. What the fuck wrong with this man Trump trying to take me out? No, bro, we believe in it. And then that's why everybody wanted stuff to happen to him, as far as when you seen Texas turbines freeze over. They was going through it. Come on, what the hell wrong with you?
He
But we
was
can't
definitely
just,
out.
Come
like,
on, bro.
outspoken about that situation.
We cannot change shit in one day. What they told you can't change diet and it's so quick. Niggas gonna change the nigga whole power program.
Yeah, you definitely gotta wean off like a baby.
Come on, bro. A dog, anything. You can't just go out there and just give him some new John. You gotta ease into it, bro. Ease into the new feed and ease into the whatever. But
bro, those wind Johns got froze.
Bro, people passed because of that bullshit. Because of the rolling blackouts and all this shit.
That's wild though. Like, does like Florida have any of those? The windmills?
I remember when I drive out into these weird areas, I be seeing the areas full with them.
I know they be having a solar panel.
Okay, maybe I be seeing them all the time too. Maybe I'm getting them confused.
But why wouldn't they do the wind one? That makes so much more sense. Well, I guess on the coastline maybe, but not in tide, because the wind can get stale here sometimes. But yeah, I'm just thinking Texas having that and having the ability to get so cold and dry, it's like, no, that does not sound like the best place for those to be like experimented with at all. Right?
Yeah, we got a few of them, but yeah, we ain't doing nothing You don't seem like we're doing it in Florida about number of potential wind energy capacity. 38,000 megawatts currently installed. Wind energy capacity 0 megawatts. Florida has experimented with wind energy on a very small scale, as in creating turbines to power electric cars, but the state hasn't yet embraced the full capabilities of this energy source. This is mostly because winds in the state don't generate enough consistent force. So the only workaround is to use turbines that tower more than 600 feet above landscape.
Ew, gosh. Wait, pause.
Ew, brother.
Okay. Florida is the number 9 state using its wind energy potential most efficiently. Number 9. Very divine.
But we're not even using it, though.
Okay, but guys, the image. I forgot this image. I'm thinking of those, modern day ones that were there.
That was over there in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're saying this was an energy source. This is a windmill.
Mm-hmm.
And it would help them do what? The bread, right?
They could do anything, because it's the same thing when they used to use they talked about the Egyptians using the water.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they used to keep that joint running, the actual power source, the water. Yeah, so
the friction of it moving.
Yeah, it's all about whatever power source you can get to generate. They used to use hamsters to do the run around in the giant. It's electricity, it's the static. So even Inky always talk about Shu, it's the feather. And his new book is called Ishu. And he's going into that whole, like, he's really, like, brother, man, crazy, bro. But yeah, he going into the whole shit, 'cause he's saying, yo, these niggas, these Kemetic niggas, is just about pictures to them and all this bull. It's like, no, bro, this is science.
Practical.
Bro, they're showing you how to heal yourself, bro. They literally showing you, like, this nigga right here represents this feather. And then it's like, people don't get it, bro. Shout out to the doctor, bro. Like, definitely, we gotta make a lot of this shit practical, bro, because it's a lot of healing, bro. It's a lot of science in this shit, bro. That same thing with Nikola Tesla. He went over there, bro, and he took so much from him. To this day, we're using his name and everything. It's a car company named Nikola. It's a car company named Tesla. Right? Everything. We just so proud of what he did, nigga. Right. And all that shit, he got it from Africa. So yeah, bro, I'm shouting out the doc, bro. Definitely, we need to go back, bro, and tap into that ancient shit. That's why even when I see him, I'm being like, yo, we emit energy from our hand, going back to the whole ET and all that idea. You know where that shit came from, bro. So yeah, people tripping.
To present this venue to all the people for 15 days is an ideal dream.
Of course, there have been nightmares as well. Questions about security that seem to face every host city in these times. Up to 45,000 police and 10,000 soldiers have been deployed. Organizers saying they're confident the games will be safe. Political turmoil from surprising national elections just ahead of the opening ceremony. And concern about pollution levels in the River Sind, which will host 3 triathlon events and marathon swimming. Paris's mayor taking a dip last week in an effort to assure everyone the water is safe. So now, all of the planning and preparation gives way to the spectacle of this international celebration.
It's fantastic to see the Olympic flame here in Paris, to celebrate Paris, to celebrate the athletes, to celebrate the games and the Olympic spirit.
More than 10,000 athletes from more than 200 countries gathering in the City of Light, all hoping to bring home the gold.
Our thanks to Jay Gray for bringing us that report. Here's the thing. Some Olympic competitions actually start before Friday's opening ceremony. One of those, the U.S. men's soccer match against France. That is set to be played at 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. It'll be streamed on Peacock.
It's now been 4 days since that Microsoft computer outage affected people around the world. Most businesses have recovered, but one major airline has not. Take a look at this. This is the misery map, as they call it, from FlightAware, showing major airports that are seeing seeing those delays, even cancellations. Atlanta, half the airport right now in the red, meaning that they are not seeing half of their flights take off at this point. NYC up in New York, you're almost a quarter of the way there. Miami, about the same. When you take a look at just how destructive this has been for the airlines in the red right now, ABC's Alexis Christoforous explains what's going on.
As the travel nightmare drags into a fifth day, word from the Department of Transportation, there's now an investigation into Delta Airlines over the recent flight disruptions and surge in consumer complaints. Delta struggling to bounce back after the CrowdStrike computer outage last week. Despite other airlines getting back on track, Delta again today had to cancel hundreds of flights after canceling around 1,100 flights yesterday and more than 5,000 since Friday, according to flight tracking site FlightAware. Some travelers stranded, many frustrated.
We all understand we're subject to computer failures. At this point, you've had 4 days to figure it out.
Today, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg announcing the investigation into Delta Airlines, writing, to ensure the airline is following the law and taking care of its passengers during continued widespread disruptions. Delta responding to the investigation, saying in part, Delta teams are working tirelessly to care for and make it right for customers impacted by delays and cancellations as we work to restore the reliable, on-time service they have come to expect from Delta.
I think there's one flight on Thursday, and it's like over $2,000 or something ridiculous.
The outage happening on a weekend Delta says was their busiest of the summer, where booked loads exceeded 90%. On Capitol Hill, House leaders demanding answers from CrowdStrike CEO George Kurtz, calling on him to testify before Congress to explain how a software update from Microsoft led to what's considered the largest IT outage in history that also affected hospitals, banks, and other crucial systems. CrowdStrike says it is actively in contact with congressional committees. In 2022, 10 of the largest U.S. airlines agreed to a series of customer service commitments in the event of delays and disruptions within the airline's control. That includes things like rebooking passengers at no additional cost. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.
I'm telling you, boy, these boys put themselves in the bad spot with the Most High, and it's so sad. Everybody getting back on. Yo, shout y'all out, bro, for doing whatever y'all did.
Today on Forbes,
unionize
CrowdStrike. You feel me? It sound like a worker strike. You feel me? It sound like
striking them.
Everybody stroke you.
Stroke you.
Hey, bro, you messed up, bro. You put yourself in a very bad position, bro. And the thing was, you was telling them to go play video games instead, so now probably your good mechanics.
That's getting what you deserve.
Man.
$5 billion AI company is building a general-purpose brain for robots. Robots, whether they're bipedal humanoids handling basic factory tasks, or four-legged military robot dogs intended for urban combat, need brains. Historically, these have been highly specialized and purpose-built. But a Pittsburgh-based robotics startup claims it's created a single off-the-shelf intelligence that can be plugged into different robots to enable basic functions. Skilled AI, founded in May 2023 by Abhinav Gupta and Deepak Pathak, two former Carnegie Mellon University professors, has created a foundational model for what it describes as a, quote, general-purpose brain that can be slotted into a variety of robots, enabling them to do things like climbing steep slopes, walking over objects obstructing its path, and identifying and picking up items. The company announced on Tuesday that it has raised $300 million at a $1.5 billion valuation in a Series A funding round led by Lightspeed Ventures, SoftBank, Co2, and Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, with participation from CRV, Felicis Ventures, Menlo Ventures, Amazon, and General Catalyst, among others. Raviraj Jain, the Lightspeed partner who also led the company's seed round in July 2023, told Forbes he was wildly impressed with Skilled AI's models when he first saw them being pressure tested last April. Robots using them were able to perform tasks in environments that they'd never seen before and hadn't been designed for demos. He said, quote, the robots at that time were able to climb stairs, and I think it's really crazy how well they were able to do it because it's a very complex stability problem. And still more impressive, the robots using Skilled's AI models also demonstrated, quote, emergent capabilities, entirely new abilities they weren't taught. These are often simple, like recovering an object that slips out of hand or rotating an object. But they demonstrate the model's ability to perform unanticipated tasks, a tendency that occurs in advanced artificial systems like large language models. Skilled has pulled this off by training its model on a massive database of text, images, and video, one it claims is 1,000 times larger than those used by its rivals. To create this massive database, the co-founders, both former AI researchers at Meta, blended a mix of data collection techniques, which they have developed and tested over years of research. One way was to hire human contractors to operate robots remotely and collect data about those actions. Another was to have the robot carry out random tasks, record the results, and learn by trial and error. The AI model was also trained on millions of public videos. As a PhD student at UC Berkeley, Pathak developed a way of instilling, quote, artificial curiosity into robots by rewarding the system for producing outcomes that come about when it can't predict the results of its actions. Pathak explained, quote, the more uncertain the agent is about the prediction of the effect of its actions, the more curious it gets to explore. The technique incentivized the AI to navigate more scenarios and collect more data. Pathak's research on curiosity-driven learning was published in 2017 and has been cited more than 4,000 times, he said. Pathak also devised a way for robots to use written information from large language models like GPT, of how to open a can of milk, for example, and convert that into actions. Pathak said, quote, in 2022, we figured out a way to put these things together in a single coherent system. The notion of learning from videos, learning from curiosity, learning from real data, but combined with the knowledge from simulation. Skilled AI faces steep competition from a string of robotics companies that have emerged with billions of dollars in venture funding thanks to the AI boom. Industry behemoth OpenAI recently revived its robotics team to supply models to robotics companies, as Forbes first reported. Then there's outfits like humanoid robotics company Figure AI, helmed by billionaire CEO Brett Adcock, and Covariant, an OpenAI spin-off that is building ChatGPT for robots and has raised over $200 million to do it. For full coverage, check out Rashi Srivastava's piece on Forbes.com.
So yeah, that's their plan. You know, they don't want to pay nobody, so they got big plans to kind of shake the industry up. They got some general purpose robot brains out here. Hey, look,
fighting urban street wars.
Sending them in, right? Hey, but as far as what I got going on the charts, where we at right now? We at 2041 in this. I mean, 14. It can't be at 41. That'd make me happy.
You can see
2415. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I usually always open one over here too. As a general purpose one. As a general purpose packet. Alright, so that's what we looking at. That's a 10-minute. Let me see where the buys are still coming from. Yeah, this is the one that I always tell Empress is gonna slowly creep up.
The 1 hour?
This 4 hour. Cause you see we topped out right here, right?
Yeah, I'm saying, can you go to the 1 hour? Okay, it's crossed back down. That's what I thought was causing it, because I seen it crossed up when I was
causing what?
The buy.
What you mean causing the buy?
Oh, causing it to go up.
No, it's in a 4 hour option.
Okay. And you said it's gonna slowly creep up.
Yeah.
Where's the MACD on the 4 hour? Lovely. What about?
Not yet, because you don't have nothing for the daily commitment. Right, but because we know that this is gonna go retest for the failure, it is. So you can be patient, right? I told you the next sale is the 2 hour, because the 1 hour already did its thing.
Yes, sir.
If you go to the 1 hour right here, you already see. But we're not topped out. We got some room to work. So this is how MACDs work. Once you top that one out, choose the next one. 30 still working.
Right there.
Man, split right in my nose. But yeah.
You okay? Water?
Legendary. Nah, don't use so much energy. Oh, you strong.
I'm beautiful.
Yes, ma'am. I messed up.
But you said the USA bros using the cool mitts.
They tripping, bro. I'll be cool mitted out right now. Like right now. You supposed to have your hat on your head. You know how big I am on cool. But yeah, it might be fly for you to use it when you go lay down though. That's probably the time you're supposed to use it when you're sleeping.
Ice cold.
Yeah.
Instead of blood, ice cold.
Send it back to you and take it back out. Hit your heart colder than it came in. But yeah. But as far as this, like I said,
you can't ice your heart.
You'll have your buy on the 15 if you wanted to re-enter on this one. But I tell you, the best buy is to wait on this 2 hour, in my bare opinion, because it hasn't tested yet. We know it's gonna try to work through the cloud. The 1 hour, how much test? This is 1, 2. Okay, it can do another one on this.
That little small one?
What you mean?
That one red SARS. You saying it's 2?
That's how they got all the way up to 489, right? I mean 492.
So this was definitely that.
And then look what this at. This is at what? 70? The K?
Yes, sir. 70.9.
Exactly. So you wouldn't be able to sell right now, and then you'll wait for the next hour reading. That might come back and tell you that you can't sell because the 15 and 30 is bottomed out.
It will be.
And like I said, the 30 got a nice amount of room to work to be able to get back up here. And this one even the top. Where did the top out at? This one. What's this number? 8. Right now it's currently at 2. So yeah, it could work. It could work. So yeah, if you try to really re-enter, you can enter on the 15 and all those things. That won't be terrible, but you could still get into a situation where it pulls back for the hour or for the 2 hour. So if you do want to sell, I don't know why you would be trying to sell, but you would probably just sell because you're just trying to make some money, or it's a play right there. But right now you're more so in the buy position. If you actually want to sell, you would sell from the 4 hour, because this would be the confirmed pullback. If you sell from any other time frame, you could actually reverse yourself and still keep going up. So confirm sell on the 4 hour, confirm buys on the daily. So you wouldn't be able to buy today. And technically tomorrow is Wacky Wednesday, right, Empress?
Yes, sir.
So you don't want to necessarily be buying too much unless you're ready. And they're going to come back and tell you some nonsense.
What's that?
What?
Ready.
The nigga size of me.
You're cute.
Yeah, you know what it probably is? Probably because I'm sucking on See, a bro came up and told me where that word came from. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
What word?
Because I'm eating a peppermint. That's how I'm just gonna say it now.
Versus sucking on a peppermint. Oh, because you don't suck on straws.
I just get a peppermint in my mouth and I chew it up for the most part.
Okay.
But yeah, we about to get up out of here, Amber. So ring us out. But yeah, tomorrow what we looking at as far as this chart, like I said, you don't necessarily have a buy signal on a daily, so you couldn't predict the daily buy. You would actually have to wait for the setup. Like I said, there's an hour pullback, which is at 70 right now. So if you wanted to sell, you would have to wait for probably 4 o'clock, see if that goes under 67. You can sell on the hour. You'll get out once it bottoms out, and then if it start going back out, you probably still wouldn't try to buy, because then you will wait, because at 4 o'clock you're also going to get a 2-hour reading. Matter of fact, 4 o'clock is super important, because you can get a 4-hour reading, 2-hour reading, 1 hour. You can get everybody reading, except for a daily, which you already got, and he didn't really do anything. He's at 10.
At 4 o'clock?
At 4 o'clock, everybody getting a reading. Everybody, Empress. So yeah, I wish we could wait till 4 o'clock, but man, Empress about to get up out of here. Thank everybody for tuning in, man. I'm gonna let Empress do her thing.
Excuse me, guys. Alrighty. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Black Wall Street Bets Taco Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. We will be back. Until then, don't forget to check out our latest videos under the live tab on Black Wall Street Bets and our other channels as well. Rasa Salu. If you guys have trouble finding these links and connections, you can also go to any main page, and the channel should be the second thing that you're able to view on the main page when you click the home tab. So if you did enjoy this, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you are not already. Also, if you have any feedback, please feel free to comment. Don't be shy. And anything else? Share. If you enjoyed the show, share the show. Professor Asnati, you're good to go.
Time in the market, on time in the market.
Alrighty, you guys heard that.
That's it.
Time in versus time out. So time in versus timing, which is past tense, but also a verb. No timing. Get in there, sit in there, and enjoy the show and the ride. But yes, until then, stay black. Stay black. Balance, logic, and knowing. And until then, shalom.